So y'all kids want to know how to suffer. Welcome to the Monday Night Raw watch along. I'm here. Anybody else can appear, and only my voice and anybody else you can hear. Welcome to the watch along and welcome to Suffer. This is the DST show, and I want to die because we just opened with a freaking Nikki Ash freaking promo, and that went as boring as humanly possible. Oh God, Nikki Ash. Okay. Like anybody who missed the first segment, it just went with a freaking boring ass make a wish. If anybody can do it, like it was, she has an underdog gimmick, even though it's a superhero and training gimmick. Yet she doesn't do segments basically on her character. And now, if you've been hearing most other dirt sheets or news, she's getting booed out of house shows. Nobody wants to watch this whole character spout anywhere on TV. And just knowing any part of the freaking Nikki Ash character, she shouldn't be writing her own characters. Charlotte Flair came, interrupted, and they forced over that there's probably going to be a match later on. We also have a U.S. title contending match involving Sheamus and Adrian Peace. Oh, wow. I am high. Damian Priest. Damian Priest against Sheamus. They usually do the two top contenders for a number one contenders match. Nope. This time, it's just you against the champion. What's going on, Christian? What's going on, man? I'm here to suffer over with Raw. Usually I do this on a different channel with other people, but it was just me. Here to suffer. Watching Raw for another 2.5 hours. And I don't think we even opened with a wrestling match yet. Shocking to hear that we still haven't had a wrestling match in like the first 30 minutes. So how's everybody doing? How they enjoyed their weekend? What's going on? Bro, I just want like some improvement with Raw to happen. People would predict it's because the fans are back, the quality is going to get better. I completely doubt that. And I'm not saying that for just forceful, just pessimistic attitude. I'm saying that because of just like poor quality of writing WWE's had over the last 10 to 15 years. Oh, God. I keep forgetting Usain Bolt is alive. Goes over still with these commercials. And I still don't see him in the Olympics or anything else. How are y'all feeling about Daniel Bryan and CM Punk possibly going to AEW? I feel like that's not going to ever affect the company. And no, this is their first match. Damian Priest and Sheamus. Jab in the face. It takes like 5 weeks for Damian Priest to be back over on TV. It took several months until Keith Lee got back over on TV. And he's still the same. He's still the same. You gotta be kidding me here. Like, how lack of ambition Keith Lee wants to not present himself looking more like a threat. Literally coming out here still looking like a burnt Pillsbury Doughboy and possibly never change up his charisma or anything else about him. And a spinning heel kick by Priest. Oh, and the mask is off. So any semblance of heat coming out of Sheamus using that mask is completely gone because any head strikes involving Sheamus with that mask is completely now like invalid. Sheamus climbing up from the top. How bad Sheamus has to be? Like whenever he's heel, he never acts more vicious. He's never more violent. Like no one's asking him to be freaking Braveheart. I'm just asking for him to like be something like kids want to be. Like you're an Irish Euro badass that can deadlift 300 pounders. I'm sure people want to see that. Even if you were a heel, that's a pretty cool presence. A choke slam from the top rope. Jesus Christ. What's going on, everybody? Anybody in the chatty, welcome to come in. And also, you can type up something. Love to read it. And going for an Alabama slam. Sheamus goes for the pin. 1, 2. This better not be a 15-minute match because it takes like... This is technically our opener over a 20-minute segment, over a recap, and an over 10-minute promo involving a female champion. That's already a bad opener to start things. Technically, the fans already have a negative opinion on Nikki Asperger's to start with, and just dragging over with a match that could have been pushed over later in the mid-card. So that's already a bad idea to go forth. And trying to do the Pete Dunne and cancel the Cloverleaf trying to break the fingers of Sheamus and booting his face off. Forearm, another kick. Bro, chop him or something. A forearm and a V-trigger. I'm going to just call it the V-trigger. Sheamus just keep doing the freaking V-trigger because it's a cool move that keeps not getting the finish. I swear he only won once with that move. Won once on an episode of Raw. If you want some impact move, shout out to Tatilla. Please just go to her. She's more invested in impact than me. Please go. I don't want to die. I'm not suffering with impact news. Go to Rose's channel, Tatilla Rangers of Wrestling. She has more rap on impact than me. The roundhouse kick again. How much is this near 7-footer is going to do more kicks? And he does the dumbass crossroads cover. 1, 2, 3. I don't perceive any semblance of having a contenders match against the champion because that's already inadequate, already derailing your champion being taken any less seriously if your guy can beat him clean one-on-one. So there's no semblance of anticipation. And there's no semblance of a race if nobody else is chasing for the United States Championship. You gotta be it's a bit weak. And now we also have the Raw Tag Team titles on the line. Like anybody cares to see a rematch from 2 weeks ago. Yet they put the more anticipated title match on just the first night after Money in the Bank. So that's already a brilliant idea. Yikes. This whole commercial just screams feminist. I'm not going to pull a little Nas X on you. Like, literally, this screams feminine. Whole thing about pro wrestling, especially WWE, even promoting any semblance of merch is so emasculating. What's going on, James Duran? What's going on? I'm watching Monday Night Raw and suffering over the process. I watched an average match so far in the opener. I guess that was the opener because we had an over 10 to 20 minute segment involving Nikki Ash and Charlotte Flair. So I guess that's going to be the program. Most people I've been hearing, I think Steve brought it up, or Sin or anybody else predicted that they're possibly going to make it a triple threat match at SummerSlam. That they should. Many people I've been hearing have not been able to take her seriously, let alone over a character that hasn't got herself over and just already pushed over with the belt. Uh. Oh God, another IHOP commercial. I keep forgetting how many times. Used to go there a lot with my father. And we all know how that went. No, you haven't. Only I did it. But still, uh, more artery clogging. Who is Nikki Ash? It's Nikki Cross. She changed her character to a ripoff Hurricane. She's a Scottish midget that has a thick Scottish accent, and she's now the Raw Women's Champion. But nobody seems to like her. I personally am not a fan of her character, and many other people like when she went over back as that crazy Scottish chick from the Sanity faction, or the entire group is released except her right now. Just technically how any other person would put it. I don't know if they put it at because there's asterisk on her name, so it's ASAH, but I just call it Ash for short. But many other people do it too. You're welcome to come in if you have any more questions, Jerron. Or that's how you pronounce her name. I don't know. I swear, Leighton. It's an on and off relationship whenever you get to Giorno's Pizza. Why is the comedy gimmick a Raw champion? That's what I'm trying to understand. And the bare minimum is the comedy gimmick is not over. If you saw that women's Money in the Bank match, she had a high spot, and bare minimum of people reacted. Rolling Along had a higher. Okay, no, I'm joking. It did not get any pop at all. No pop back at Miami on SmackDown. So you literally had nobody come in. Bro, it was so bad. I don't know why they would push her when she's not over. Literally, nobody asked for her to get the. I guess they wanted to make something different because Rhea Ripley was a bland women's champion, and Charlotte would just be rinse and repeat. So I guess they tried to put Nikki Ash. I should have. I literally called it. I don't know who got it right. I don't think none of us got it right. I don't know anybody else's prediction on it. All I know is probably I think Steve had Liv Morgan. I don't know who had Zelina Vega. Somebody. I think I had Zelina Vega. I did predict later in that watch along. You can go back and see it that I put for I think in Zelina Vega, but I knew later on that it was going to be Nikki Ash. Nikki Ash was so bad that the fans is cricket. The fans were cricket wireless users. Oh God, they had as much of a pop as people want to shout out loud that they're cricket wireless users, bro. They're King John brought up funny ass point because it's true. Because nobody in their wildest dreams wanted to see two guys wrestle with singlets on and two females that are not that attractive wrestling over on TV. And many people, I swear, the Smart Busters brought up a good point. And why the hell didn't they get Rick Boogs or John Cena? Hell, even rapper John Cena that could have been at least been entertaining. Elias, that's an actual musician. People that could actually get the fans more invested because all you just saw were just random wrestlers just wrestling, no personality. And currently the Raw Tag Team Championships are on the line. Oh, God. I heard this match was good. I watched it back at Money in the Bank. I thought it was average. Styles looked good in some parts, and Omos, of course, had to look good. Because that's most of what they profit over for a really tall black man that has no other mic skills and has to be carried over with the more entertaining, more athletic, and more experienced AJ Styles. And Omos got down off Eric tossing Ivar to him and a tope suicida and a spinning heel kick of Ivar to Styles. Oh, God. I just hope Ivar keeps the top rope shit in a Viking experience. No way. One, never mind. Omos is there to stop it immediately before the ref even hits the mat. They're already starting at pretty high with a number one contenders match, and then a title match in the first two matches, in the first 40 minutes. I'll be shocked if Raw doesn't hit a 1.4. What's going on, Chidori? What's going on? How was your weekend? Haven't seen you in a while. I was about to say Chidori's dead if we still had the Rant Squad, but nope. Oh, God. Just knowing that there's still Usain Bolt commercials going on. And if you guys missed anything, that I don't blame you. Go live your life. Go outside. Go get laid. Go get dinner. You can do literally anything you want except watch Raw. And guess what? Nothing's really going to change. I just want to keep that in mind. We're just in commercial break right now. Anybody has any questions? Love to hear it. No doubt, man. I feel you. Just felt great to have a break from just being on YouTube and talking about pro wrestling. That, I feel, is the biggest benefit to being busy most of the summer, man. And most Velveteen Dream jokes. Still sorry. I'm still sorry about that, Chidori, you know? Finn Balor sucks. You're absolutely right, bro. King John, bro. I have no interest in Finn Balor. I've spoken about this in several videos before, and most other videos in Rant Squad and Dolphin Cinema Productions, and of course Steve Callan, that I have no interest in Finn Balor. I feel like he's an Irish Abercrombie and Fitch jobber twink that only does drop kicks and does nothing to expand his character in any way, shape, or form. I'll be shocked if he even gets another reign for the world title out of the self-pity of Vince, because how much of the vocal minority still thinks that the Demon character has any leverage. When people had more stock in the Fiend than the Demon at this point, because the Demon literally has nothing. At least there's a backstory with the Fiend. At least there's a reason why I can see the Fiend. I don't want to see the Demon because they don't treat that as an attraction. They just treat that as another side of like Finn Balor just doing more aggressive drop kicks. I don't like him. I can understand why many people do because he wrestled in Japan. Of course, he's a NXT Hall of Famer. If you're proud of what you do over on developmental, I'm confused because we all saw the top 50 list. Somehow Undisputed Era's is somehow a more decorated tag team than a majority of the tag teams and wrestlers that are currently in the Hall of Fame. I don't get that list, especially the New Day being number one. I understand that list is a preference, but I think that was from WWE. I went into a Discord server, and I said that Finn Balor was boring. The people saying that he was good in New Japan and NXT. And bro, NXT, it's just like I don't get the stock. I don't get how like people are now exaggerating over smaller grams of viewership for a bigger stock on a pro wrestler. Like if your guy wrestled over on Wrestle Kingdom, it had a big 4-star match. That means he's higher stock than the guy that had 300,000 followers in one day. Like literally, I can make more viewership with Enzo Amore than I can with Finn Balor, and that's a pure fact. Yeah, drum. Yeah, NXT sucks. I I've I've watched it. I've done plenty of watch-alongs with the Rant Squad many a times, dude. And it's just bad. It's just expensive Ring of Honor. Eli Drake doesn't make it better. The roster's interchangeable. They're off just putting it back to 1 hour. I feel like it's just better over on 1 hour. I mean, if it can, go on a lower scale TV network because it's not drawing over the viewership that they're perceiving and getting in competition with another wrestling show when you're trying to perceive that NXT is another like third coexisting brand and it fails to even perceive over 1 million. It's already a failure at being a farming brand. Who you know that's currently on NXT that like after 2015 or 2014 that actually got their career going or actually became a world champion? Well, slash 2014. Because the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt became a world champion. Eric Redbeard, and of course we know what happened with John Hubbard. Of course, he got successful at. I think he won the IC title once. He won the TNT title. How are you feeling that Nikki Ash stuff is not feeling? How are you feeling the Nikki Ash stuff? Not feeling her gimmick? Are you not feeling her gimmick, or I'm not feeling her gimmick? I already displayed my opinion earlier up in the stream. I'm not a big fan. What's going on, Steve? I mean, what's going on, Sin? Stop. What's going on, Cinnamon? Cinnaville Productions is here. A Smark said that NXT is better than Raw and SmackDown. I don't get it, bro. I guess because they have some semblance of all because it's good wrestling means a good TV show. That's their only excuse. That is the weirdest thing. Okay, I understand now, Chidori. Yeah, I'm not feeling the gimmick. It sucks. I feel like it sucks. I have no interest in it. How you feel like the gimmick is not feeling for you? I want to get your opinion on it. And what's going on, CR21? Raw has been a pretty good show so far. I thought the opening promo did drag, though, CR. The Sheamus and Damian Priest match was all right. I'm not a big fan of Damian Priest's arsenal, though. Oh my god. Why? 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 Nikki Ash's work rate did improve something good about her gimmick. Oh my god. Why? What work rate? I'm not even going to argue with that. Raw is so bad that I'd rather watch Dark Screen and is more entertaining Raw. Dude, I think people would rather watch paint dry while watching somebody thigh slap while doing a kick is better than Raw. Styles going for a phenomenal. Oh, never mind. He goes for a 450 splash. 2, 3. Holy shit. That actually gets a 3 count? Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. They win clean again. Omos does the only move he does. For Styles set up for the 450 splash. Bro, I haven't seen him win clean with that move since TNA. Back over to CR. I mean, I'm gonna go over back to Shidori real quick because I understand how much many people, even older fans, are not feeling like the gimmick is good. Thigh slaps are obvious nowadays, dude. Haven't you ever seen any Drew McIntyre match now? Every Young Buck match, I want the thigh slap to die. I thought they put. Oh right, most of these guys get paid like six figures. We're still gonna see the thigh slap. We're still gonna see a thigh slap. We're still gonna see a forearm. I wish wrestling itself gets less choreographed. The tag team division is weak. Yeah, I don't know how many times in the next 5 weeks they're gonna do. Just fucking so many goddamn. I forgot. Are they gonna make the two Kali Juniors with Jinder Mahal a tag team? Because they're already looking weak jobbers against Drew McIntyre while getting squashed up with a steel chair the last week. And the Viking experience. I mean, Viking Raiders. You can only go so far with the Viking Raiders until they're just treated as minuscule jobbers at this point. Because now they're just lessened as badasses if they can't beat Styles and Omos. And you can just take that with any sour grapes y'all have, because now the tag team division is completely washed. Either then they're still going to force over the New Day to just probably get the belts for like 15 times, and nobody's going to think about it except they're the greatest tag team of all time because accomplishments. And that's about it. And here comes Drew McIntyre with his kilt. Oh my god, is that a woman? There's females in wrestling shows? Wait, actually attractive women. I'm not saying just a mother or what looks to be like a 5 out of 10. Is that a fucking stone? That's not gonna please God. Do not be a thing. I want that never to be a thing. That you could have put that for WrestleMania, except I guess they did that to save the issue with it being crooked, because every time he tosses over the sword over to the entranceway, it's like, and it looks awkwardly crooked. So now it's Veer versus McIntyre. It's Veer versus McIntyre. A big main event work rate match. No one gives a shit about. Rhea Ripley was a bad champion. Huh. I'm not gonna argue with that. I feel like she's been bland with the belt. And I guess it comes into like they issued no character for Rhea Ripley other than she was just an NXT chick. I'm not gonna blame it entirely over Rhea Ripley because I don't know her personality. I know her only off NXT and that she probably wrestled in the indies. That's technically most of everybody else. I guess because they have no other interesting background or can make a kayfabe background for most of these wrestlers now. Because now they want to make WWE to a glorified indie. They do every show wants to be an indie now. Impact. They want back then, at least when they were a running joke, they were at least treated as secondarily big time. And now they're just basically indie now. We also have AEW. That's just indie utopia. With no semblance of an identity. Always forcing over more XWE guys to carry more of the headlines than their actual draws. And then they flop. Yo! What's going on, Sonic the Hedgehog? And, oh boy, it's Destructor, everybody.
Hello, how you doing? I am the Canadian communist Kevin Oinkins, and I am here to spread my
Destructor, I
communist.
can't hear you. Oh shit.
Oh,
oh fuck, here you are.
I am Kevin Oinkins, everybody. How you doing?
What's going on, Destructor?
Not much. I just see you live, and I'm bored because there's nothing to do because everything sucks.
I don't blame you. Wrestling is always gonna suck for now. Hopefully he gets back, bro, but let's just see if Raw can actually be watchable for once. Chidori had a comment. It's weird and cool to see so many grown men wearing Cena shirts. I guess more than back in the day when it was actually the targeted demographic.
I mean, with the Cena
Destructor,
shirt,
you have something in your background or something, bro?
No. No. Why would I have anything in the background? No, I have nothing at all.
Oh, God.
Ugh. Just fixing my headset, if anything. That's all.
Bro, I swear to God, I swear I heard something.
I didn't hear anything, so it must be some imagination. Probably all the
fuck.
terrible. Probably all the terrible.
I had something live on. Holy shit. Okay. Oh my, how you feel about Raw so far? Or you're not really watching it?
I don't watch. I've made this kind of well known numerous times. I don't watch. The only things I watch is like on YouTube. Let's say if it's John Cena nowadays, or Goldberg, or Bobby Lashley, or Drew McIntyre, or Roman Reigns, and that's about it, really. I mean, I don't give a crap about any of this. But like, back to the comment of the Cena thing. It depends how the dude looks. If he looks like a neckbeard, then yeah, go bully him. If he looks like a normal dude that just happens to like John Cena, I mean, okay, yeah, he's wearing like a kid's shirt, but he's fine.
I mean, he's fine if he's like a grown man. He probably watched wrestling since the 2000s. And like probably has like, I wouldn't give a shit if he wore, hell, I'll give you 10 points if he came up with the video game John Cena shirt back in 08. I will give a guy 10 points for that because that was one of the best shirts he had.
Oh yeah, that was a cool attire for Cena. But yeah, it's just Cena is just, well, he's a polarizing. Kids, I'm John Cena. I'm a cartoon figure. You know, I just love.
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can come out that leg and go for C Nation. Beat cancer. F you, cancer.
Unless it's China, of course. I can't beat China. I'll get buried by them.
Sonic's not watching either. I don't get it.
Oh.
Yeah, Impact is still alive, James. I don't know how the fuck an Impact is still alive.
Yep,
it's now a glorified indie, and now every show wants to be an indie.
Somehow Shitpack is still alive. It was so alive that I had to roast it, but that's neither here or there. I still don't get it. How is it alive? He should just die.
It's the cockroach of pro wrestling.
He really is a cockroach. I mean, hey, if wrestling would have a nuclear apocalypse, Impact would still survive because it was a cockroach. Like, think about what does Impact have? Like, what? Kenny Omega is a world champion, and I need to say about fingering. That's all I need to say.
Fingering Japs.
Oh yeah. And then
I'm so disappointed how they don't make Moose into a star.
Oh yep, the only guy that's anything. I mean, yeah, Shamrock's there, but he's too old, so I don't give a fuck. You have Diana Perrazzo, or the fuck that bitch's name is.
That mother's built. That bitch is built like a single mother.
No, a single mother that literally looks like the mascot for like the cookie dough thing. I forgot, what was that fucking one? You know, like the
Pillsbury.
little.
No shit. No.
It's the fucking one. The fuck was that?
What? That was my notification.
It's like the midget where it's freaking like smiling, looks cartoony. That brand for cookie dough.
Oh.
That's what she looks like. She has such a doughy body. And then
are you? What about Jordan Grace, bro?
I was about to get
Jordan Grace?
Now we get to the militia man of the wrestling industry herself. This fat fuck. Look at this fat fuck. Okay, this thing is about twice as fat as a boomer from Left 4 Dead and Gears of War. Okay, like this. That's how fat she is. Okay, she might as well be a sumo wrestler. Like, she has the face. I literally shit you not. She has the face of Rosie O'Donnell if she was transgender. Like, what is this? Like, I never seen a woman this fucking ugly. And this thing works
Jonathan
out.
Gresham disagrees. Somehow she likes the lady that looks like that mascot who does the tires.
Militia.
What
What about Eddie Edwards? Wait, he's still around?
That's Tommy Dreamer Jr.
The last thing I heard Eddie Edwards was he was in a popular segment with like Angelina Love, and it had got almost 100 million views on YouTube. That's the only thing I know about him.
How many are all members of the Beautiful People are not fat?
Yeah, that's the weird thing. No, it's just
that is shocking.
Yeah, all the beautiful people are actually hot freaking like women.
Oh, they're hot milfs now. They're hot milfs now.
Hey, they're still freaking nice. Well, especially Velvet Sky. She's still, I would like.
Velvet Sky. I thought it was Velvet Sky on NWA Power commentary. And whoever that blonde bitch is, she's the dullest bitch I've ever heard on commentary. She's sadly, like, "Wow, did you see that arm drag? Where's the syringe?"
It actually is Velvet Sky. Sadly, I don't know how her commentary is because I don't care. Like, look, I'm not gonna like shit on her just because she's not good at commentary. Like, she still will be remembered as like a good knockout, and she has a podcast on Vince Russo's brand, so she's doing fine.
She's doing good, but you're trying to get over most of what's going on in the show, especially what's going on in the ring. You need to show out some personality, especially how your character is portrayed for a decade. And just sounding like if Renee Young had Down syndrome is not a good look.
I'll still take that over Renee Young herself.
Oh God.
At least
Veer versus Drew McIntyre, by the way. I'm sorry for the random update. This is still the Raw watch along.
Oh yeah, I don't know freaking what's going on Raw. Like Drew McIntyre's feuding with like that overrated anti-smart favorite Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal has tortellini titties.
I was about to say he has chicken tits.
Oh God.
But don't worry. I mean, at least his tits are warded up. Unlike Walter, he just has freaking saggy tits. Like, I think he has more boobs than freaking like Rhea Ripley and David Flair combined. I mean, Ellen DeGeneres. Sorry. Petey Williams.
Yeah.
Is that guy still around? Because
he's still there. He was just in the Ultimate X match.
Oh man, this guy was the Ultimate X king, and this guy never leaves that.
He literally. I think I haven't seen I watched old school TNA. And fucking nearly the first couple of Ultimate X matches, I watched him with Styles. Who else was a mainstay in Ultimate X? Chris Sabin.
Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe.
Christopher Daniels. Suicide.
Oh, yeah, Suicide. I remember Petey Williams like, oh, he's that guy who created the Canadian Destroyer and did, crazy shit.
You see, we can like indie midgets. They just got to make sure they don't go over their head like on AEW.
I think the problem is that I'm not saying I don't know how every guy was back in the day, but I think the difference is the indie guys from TNA had some class and respect for the business, like Joe and Styles. I think especially AJ Styles, it's apparent. I don't think Joe is this big mark like Cody Rhodes. Absolutely. At least
who made him better?
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash. You know why? Because he figured out there's more than just flippy bullshit for these guys to be sideshow runners. And guess what? Most of these indie midgets became world champions in the future.
Pretty much. Or at least were big time stars in their own company or something. But again, Vince Russo knew what he was doing in back then. Well, minus that casket match with what's his face? I
think it was Sting and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. No, Sting and Abyss. That we don't talk about that.
There was also the lightning steel cage match back up. Look, Vince, there's always going to be, no one's going to bat 1,000, but whenever Vince Russo made something memorable, even if it was stupid, even if it was bad, I can still remember that. Nobody's going to remember what the fuck Retribution did, January 2021. And that's a pure fact.
Yeah, definitely. I'm assuming Drew McIntyre is still beating up Jinder Mahal.
I think he won already. No, he beat their Great Khali Midget.
Great Khali Midget. Hey, that means he can actually move.
No, he has a belly. I thought he's got to have decent physique coming out. He just has a college tat.
He's fat.
He just has a bit of a stomach, and he got Claymored with the chair. That was about it. McIntyre as babyface sucks.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, it's just a direction that they have him on because no one gives a shit about this McIntyre. Whenever people reciprocate that a babyface is dull, or somebody like McIntyre that actually looks like he can have an entertaining feud, it's because of the direction they have him over. Like everybody goes on and off about McIntyre. The guy can have a good match. The guy can look intense. The guy looks like an action figure, and he actually gets over with the Claymore kick. The issue is just the feuds that they have him in.
This is one of those like where exceptions where I think it's more WWE than Drew himself. I mean, like Drew, like he was doing, he was doing fine. I like with the Lashley stuff, I thought it was fine. And like, look, when you look at his run as champion, yeah, he wasn't the biggest draw. Part of it was his fault, like a little bit, but it's just the thing with McIntyre. He has the tools and talent. You just got to give him the right things to work with. Like, imagine like The Rock working with the same crap McIntyre has. Do you really think he's gonna like make that work?
Absolutely. Like nobody. Like imagine all the over the top characters The Rock made fun of. Guys that wouldn't dare talk shit on their face or on camera. The Rock did it, got over with it because he looked like the popular guy in the room. That's what made The Rock The Rock. You don't want to see The Rock against fucking Kai and Tide for the next 4 weeks. Exactly. He changed it up. That's what made the material so authentic. McIntyre just Claymore kicking the same jobbers every week is not going to look good. Even if he comes over as a cool, dominant face, it just doesn't look cool, especially how his character is. And the issue is they don't have any variety, like, different interactions. It's fucking Doudrop. It's fucking Doo-Hop's daughter.
Oh, goody. So we have a fat lesbian on the show right now. And with the literal Barbie doll that freaking nerds hate for some reason, even though she's boring as shit. What's my favorite from Scott Steiner? The math promo. Or any promo that involves Samoa Joe and fat shaming. Enough said.
Yeah.
He's fat!
He's fat! You
fucking fat!
Really know. And here's Doo-Hop again. And evenly, I wish they had more stuff for her. Oof. I think they did. Because they're not making like any light in this entire feud.
You're not wrong, Sonic, but here's the thing. Eva Marie's not even hot. That bitch is way too plastic. Now, we're not getting to Carmella levels of bad, where it makes you look like a tranny, but we're getting up there.
Yeah. I like, there's Carmella bad. That she has a llama face that looks transgender. And then there's Natalya that looks like she becomes an anteater whenever she pulls up her hair.
No. See, Natalya's not an anteater. If you want anteaters, look at like Dakota Guy or Britt Baker. Those are anteaters. Now, if you want what Natalya is, she's just a donkey, and her tag team partner is a horse.
She doesn't deep throat Tyson Kidd. She deep kisses Tyson Kidd.
She deep kicks him after all.
No, deep kicks him. D kisses him. He doesn't have a big dick at all. Oh, fuck. Nerds hate her because she's hot. She's a bit plastic. I only like her character because she looks the clout chasing type, and there isn't that many good heels that you can perceive gives a negative reception, because most of them are going to be given like give them a chance hashtag like they did with Naomi because she fucking is boring. It takes a vocal minority to actually feel like, oh, this bitch is talented. For some reason.
I mean, I'd rather have Eva Marie as Raw Women's Champion than fucking any of the three bitches right now that's fighting for the title. Like, seriously, the fact that we're still getting the same old David Flair versus Ellen DeGeneres shit is like, this is part of the reasons why wrestling sucks, because there's too many fucking rematches. Like, I can understand, yes, you can build a long feud and they can face each other a lot. Like, The Rock and Triple H faced each other a lot throughout 2000. But the difference is, it wasn't every month. At least it was like variations while they were feuding sometimes. You know, like it
Yeah,
wasn't
they
just
had like, especially back when they had the contract to make sure they had no contact. They had like Undertaker and Rikishi representing them, or they would be in different tag team matches or make their lives a living hell without even doing shit like that. So it made it more anticipated to wrestle them.
exactly. And like they only had their one-on-one match like properly. It's like what Backlash, even at Mania, it was a fatal four-way with like Mick Foley and like the Big Show. Like the problem is, it's just the same two ugly She-Hulks wrestling over and over again, one-on-one. No one's gonna care about that. Like just because you're finally adding in someone like who's like a frumpy looking like bitch and like Nikki Cross isn't gonna help.
Nikki Cross is a frumpy. She looks like a frump coming coming around with her little Batman Beyond fucking face. No, not Batman Beyond. I forgot what was that shit movie back in the 90s with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
With the midget, I think it was like the real action hero.
Batman Forever. She
Oh,
looks like Batman Forever without the
oh,
nipples.
are you talking about that movie with Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, she looks like Batman Forever.
Oh yeah, forgot the what was it? Chill, no, not chill. Fucking allow me to break the ice.
The Ice Age stopped that killed the dinosaurs.
We don't talk about that movie. That was bad.
There's
Well,
also
I never seen it, but I know it's bad. Just
an
by the
unpopular
idea of it.
opinion, but I feel like you know what else is holding most of the stuff back? The
What?
wrestlers' lack of ambition.
That's actually a true point. The wrestlers themselves suck. Like, but they, like the only wrestlers I think that have talent, but either A ain't been used right or B aren't like caring enough is like what Roman, freaking Drew,
Karen
Bobby.
Cross.
Yeah, Cross, but I think the fans are overreacting on his burial, which is I'll say
Yeah.
that. I'll say that for a future video because I'm getting really tired of this freaking whole burial bullshit. But anyway, you know, freaking Cross is the talent, you know, Lashley, let's see, Tony Storm, Shotzi
Elias.
Elias, Shotzi Blackheart, who else? Mandy Rose, I guess, yes. Liv Morgan. The only because they're hot, let's be honest here.
I mean, it's just because they're hot. I mean, Mandy doesn't have any perceived mic skills, but she has the presence to feel like, okay, I would like to see this woman in a headline picture. She looks great. She can be a good image for like whenever people think about WWE, they think about this hot blonde chick.
That's all you really need in this women's wrestling thing. You don't need great like or freaking like complicated character stuff. That never works.
Plus, most of the matches that you guys always like remember, most of them are not fucking 5-star matches. Shawn Michaels Undertaker First Mania was not a 5-star match.
Yeah,
people still remember that than the Kenny Omega shitfests.
The only there hasn't really been 10 good female wrestling matches I have ever seen. If I off the top of my head,
I remember Lita and Trish Stratus Unforgiven 06. That was one of my personal favorites.
Okay, the Lita Trish.
I was a kid when I was watching. I saw two hot blonde. I saw two hot women with big tits wrestling, and I thought they were killing each other.
Yeah. Okay, Lita and Trish. Okay, yeah, they did it like a few times. Okay, them. But I'm trying to. That's not apart from them. Like what a Ronda. I remember the Ronda and Nikki Bella match wasn't too bad. I know like freaking like most people like, oh, Nikki Bella sucks. I mean, yeah, she's not great, but she has delivered like some good matches with like Paige.
She improved later in ring
with like Paige and like Ronda Rousey. Nikki's had good matches there, but like it's hard to remember. It's like it happens like maybe once a year or twice, maybe 3 times if they're really lucky.
I think because people have the perceived notion of because she didn't have 5-star matches, I mean Nikki Bella sucks. But look, Nikki Bella has done more, and I want to probably private that old video that I had why she didn't deserve Hall of Fame. Just having a more wider perspective, because later on, that was like my junior year of my first year of college, and I didn't know most of the business aspect. Nikki Bella did good for the WWE.
Well, people cared about her because she was like this perceived bitch character, and not to mention, Yeah, and she had some sex appeal. Like, yeah, her jawline looks like what the fuck, but still, nobody. But that's okay. Like, you don't have to have the greatest face and have sex appeal. I mean, that's how it is. I
Cena
mean,
fucked you. There
yeah,
had to be something.
yeah. Cena must have liked the watermelons there, John. But even then, she actually was like competent at drawing ratings consistently. I mean, for God's sakes, if her match with Ronda Rousey can get almost 80 million views on YouTube, that should tell you something about her. Yeah, Ronda Rousey had a big part of it, but that should tell you something about Nikki Bella, as far as I'm concerned.
Plus, the 4 horsewomen bullshit. Let me tell you this. More people can still remember the "I wish you never came out died in the womb" promo than that fucking "This is your life" segment with Alexa and Bailey. No, I'm sorry. You gotta be shitting me.
Stop remind me of depression.
I wish you died in the womb.
That was awful. There's
cringe is doing some bullshit.
Okay,
trying to look more athletic.
So King John's asking you, what do you think of Chris Davian? Very average X Division dude. Outside of like that little Bully Ray incident storyline he had, and like I think he feuded with Kevin Nash for like a short bit. Outside of those two bits, nothing special. Nothing terrible one, nothing making me like, oh my god, this guy's awful or good. Just like, oh, you're just
I
there.
disagreed. It was like the same thing with Kofi Kingston when he was pushed for the world title. The only good thing was Chris Sabin's world title reign was short-lived.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that was memorable because, it was so shocking and like you didn't see that coming. It's like, okay, that was kind of cool. It's just his whole career. I don't remember. It's like, oh, you're here.
It's like, okay, you had some high spots, and Motor City Machine Guns was cool, except Alex Shelley had more charisma than you.
Oh, he was part of Motor City Machine Guns? I forgot about that team.
Yeah.
I thought it was like freaking Alex Shelley and some other dude, like freaking...
I think it was, but I know the OG team. And that's how they returned. They returned as the Motor City Machine Guns and beat the Wascally Wascals before they went to NXT and started butt fucking doing super kicks.
Oh god. The Motor City Machine Guns. Cool name. Decent tag team, I guess. It's been a while since I've watched classic TNA, so...
Oh yeah, I missed it. Oh, they're showing some bullshit images of Alexa's doll in Hollywood. I think they're trying to So is this a program now? Alexa's not even getting pushed for the major belt. She's just feuding with Eva Marie.
Which that should be the main feud for the title, by the way.
Eva should be
the champion, and then Alexa should be like the weirdo creep stalking her. And
Nikki Asperger's holding the belt is not good.
No, it's Nikki Autism. Get it right.
Oh god.
At this point, that's what her character should be. Her character.
Tamina won clean off the distraction.
You know what should happen with Nikki Cross's character? Like, they make her like this underdog babyface. They should make her like this autism awareness character and be like happy. Like, she should be like the happy-go-lucky autism awareness freaking like character. I'm telling you, that will get over. I don't care if it's like not. I don't care if Nikki Cross doesn't have autism. It would work.
Why doesn't she just behave over the top? Like, I pretend I can fly. I pretend I have super speed. I pretend. Like, literally, that shit can go over. I don't know why they don't think over-the-top characters don't work anymore.
Yeah, they should go over the top, like, with the super speed stuff. She should be like, I'm faster than Sonic the Hedgehog, and something like that, and just try to run like Sonic.
And now it's going to be Karrion Kross versus Keith Lee. It's just, okay, it's Fat Ass versus prison
Randy
rapist.
Orton. So Randy Orton, if he's a prison rapist, and a dude with freaking big tits.
I just got the appeal. I mean, I can think of what to do with Karrion Kross. He looks like you can give him a menacing serial killer-esque vibe character. He looks like it. I heard he can wrestle well, and most people, like especially like Cena, been heard to work with him. Like I'm understanding the stock, but I don't think he should be that overhyped.
It's just the problem with this Kross is that like he's very much a wrestler that like is like loved by the anti-smarks, is well liked by like your average like wrestling fan nowadays. I know it's fucking stupid, but like that's the truth. He's liked by a lot of these like anti-smart types, the regular wrestling, the Christian Miracle moderate types
Oh, Christian Miracle, that guy's a faggot. No disrespect, but he's just, and that's racist. He's just
okay. Yeah, his politics suck, but like
his
he
politics suck. His whining over the haters bullshit suck. His commentary on weird ass. Oh, he sucks, bro.
I don't think he's that terrible. Like, yeah, he says cringy shit, but I think I'm using it as a template because he's like one of those he'll like WWE like anyone type wrestler. Like he's not one of these smarks.
Yeah.
So he's like a template because I can't think of anyone else that's more better of a moderate. Then there's the next group of fans of Karrion Kross. Well, then there's the smarks. Some like him, others don't. It depends on the smark, really.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already a hater of like just a phrasing of like, oh, we know these guys are smart marks, so we're gonna be anti-smart marks and just say how much we fucking hate work rate. Look, just say you don't want to like take wrestling that fucking seriously. No one's gonna bash you. Why you have to make it a name? It's like calling yourself male feminists.
Ugh.
Or like men in it. Like fuck. Is that really gonna make that much of a difference?
Nope.
No.
That's just no. I mean, I know what WWE should do there, John.
It's just gay. It's just gay. I want to have an understanding. Like, I understand there's gonna be nerd shit in any sort of community. There's guys that even like watch anime and be like, I just like seeing the big tits while seeing two buff dudes fight. That usually was for me when I watched Dragon Ball Z. I wanted to see buff dudes fight, and I saw hot women while these guys were like doing giant cool laser beams with their hands,
or like doing a bunch of fists. I don't know. I fucking hate anime. Like, okay, Dragon Ball's an exception because at least Dragon Ball is actually an anime with like some testosterone, but I hate almost every anime because I feel like most of them are just estrogen-filled, sissy boy, weirdo, pedo, degenerate garbage.
And they get the bitch. They get the bitch at the end. So they're really advertising that you being a loner geek fag means you get the hot, big-titted bitch at the end. And most of them advertise being in high school and over-sexualizing minors.
Yeah, that's some pedo shit. That's why I fucking hate anime. It's like your Dragon Ball. Okay, yeah, it's anime. It's over the top. You know what it is. But A, they don't do pedophile stuff. B, look at the main characters. They look cool. Like Goku and Vegeta. Like, those look like cool characters. Like, just when you look, I was like, okay, these guys look cool. And they look like they can do, like, take away all their fancy, like, power-ups and shit. They'd be like, if they're just doing fist fights, it would look cool.
Yeah.
But, well, what they obviously do their laser beams and all their top stuff because they help make unique. So there's that.
Look, I don't mind sex appeal. That's going to happen, especially if it's going to be based, like, on a targeting adult. I get it. I fucking get it. I'm just sick of, like, the whole lolly shit. When I was watching when, like, Gundam Wing was a thing.
No side.
Like the whole shit. I was watching samurai shows. I was watching shit with robots. I was watching shit with magic. It was like, oh, okay. I stopped watching Samurai Jack. This is some cool shit. I didn't know Japan does this. And now, later on, there's shit with lollies. Bitches be doing hentai now. Cosplaying is a thing. People like fantasizing about shit they do with their siblings. Bestiality, fucking disgusting.
Well,
I didn't even.
Those
some degenerate shit.
Yeah, that's more of a culture thing now. That's part of the shit you mentioned, like the bestiality and shit like that. Because there was an idiot on Twitter. Okay, I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, but I quote tweeted like this freaking same idiot twice about like the all, like how they're attracted to like animals like pigs and like.
Oh my god! I need to top 20 sucks on furries, bro. I need a top 10 sucks on furries, real quick.
Please do that. That is important.
Oh man, I just can't. I can't do it justice.
Furries are a part of anime there, John.
Furries are a part of anime because they fantasize about fucking colorful animals, John.
Yeah, I mean, look at Sonic stuff. I mean, enough said. Like,
oh my god, it's just nasty. It is nasty, Sonic. You need to run away as fast as you can. You know Sonic. What they'll do with Shadow the Hedgehog? They'll make fucking Knuckles a Negro.
I mean, that was his character in like in Sonic Adventure 2. He was basically a
Oh,
black person with like this freaking gangster rap. I'm like,
oh my
dude,
god.
like no, like okay,
Dude, to be honest, I
that's too
still
much.
bump to his song. To be honest, knock knock, it's Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle.
Okay, that was fine. That was fine. It was cheesy, but it was fine. It made sense for that game. As like Sonic Adventure 2, what are you doing? Don't worry, Sonic. We're not talking about you specifically. We're just talking about your games. Well, not your games. Your fan base of the games. We're weirdos.
Fan base.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I don't hate Sonic fans as much as I used to, because
it's
Sonic
like Brony fans. They're about to die.
Sonic
unless you get something new.
Sonic's like declining because of the mediocrity it's been having. It's not having like, a Sonic 06 type game where you can make fun of it for memes or like Sonic Boom, but it's not having a good game like Generations or even like or something like or Colors or Unleashed.
Colors.
Speaking of colors, that's a game getting remastered this year for Xbox One and PS4. I can finally play the game I've heard so much hype about.
I heard my brother's already trying to waste his first paycheck on that. Also, we got Baskin My Gluttony Keith Lee against Karrion Kross because Jeff Hardy's not going to be there.
COVID. Hope you get well soon, Jeff. God bless.
God bless, Jeff. You're a future Hall of Fame ballot for me, bro.
Hey, wrestling fans, I mean, none of you are watching this because everyone who watches this stuff is a real wrestling fan, but any of you dumb wrestling fans let me tell you this, if either Keith Lee or freaking Killer Kross lose, don't complain that they get buried because they lost a match, especially if it's Kross. If I swear, if you motherfuckers do that, I am going to freaking like target you. Well, not target you, but I'm going to expose you and then make fun of you because you're stupid.
It's just a dumb analogy, especially when there's no angle or there's no tenure. You're already buried. And especially if it's two up-and-coming guys. How does that equivalent to burial?
Exactly. Not to mention, when you say someone's buried, what you're trying to say is that you don't give a shit about this wrestler anymore. Okay? Zack Ryder is the perfect burial. Like, that makes sense for burials. But this is not Zack Ryder. Like, one match does not equal burial. That's like the Nexus. They weren't really buried at SummerSlam. They were buried at TLC. And even then, the Nexus suck ass anyway, and they deserve to be buried. I will stand by that and die on that hill. John Cena's not buried the Nexus. The Nexus sucked and weren't good enough, so that's when Cena won.
Plus, you fucked it up already. You know why?
Cena won a SummerSlam?
Why do you make up-and-comers heels? Second, Darren Young, you thought was straight. I'm joking. That was the joking part. Please don't cancel me. But still.
Wade Barrett, like, really? Like, okay, the only guy out of that Nexus group at the time that could have...
Wade Barrett.
No, actually, I honestly wouldn't go Wade Barrett because I think he's actually garbage. He was never that good. Was actually Ryback, but he got injured. Daniel Bryan...
Skip Sheffield, John.
The most successful people from the Nexus were like literally people that were not part of it because of injury or got kicked out, like Bryan and friggin' Ryback. Now, yeah, Ryback would not win the WWE title, but he would be in more title matches than Barrett ever was.
Plus, like, he actually was over.
Yes, he was legit over until CM Punk buried him, but then John Cena put him away for good.
He broke my knee. That means he's green as fuck. He doesn't deserve, because I'd rather have non-main event level matches with Daniel Bryan and fucking Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, people remember those feuds, Punk. You know why it took you a handful of times in your year-long reign to actually main event pay-per-views, and guess who you still main evented with? Guess who?
John
Cena. It was still Cena. You know why? Because you're not a legit guy. Elitist even exposed you over that. Your summer of shit literally didn't even draw as much as Road to WrestleMania when it was Jerry Lawler feuding with fucking Miz for 2 months.
That's sad.
That is depressing.
The Miz is a bigger draw.
Santino Marella.
The Miz is a bigger draw than you.
This is giving me shit PG era PTSD. If you're telling me you couldn't get over with Santino Marella on TV, heel Michael, the fucking coal mine, Jerry Lawler feuding with the Miz with Alex Riley sounding like he got autism or Tourette's, and John Cena embracing the gay. You suck.
That's bad.
I'm sorry, bro. That was PG era bullshit, and you could have been the alternative of over John Cena still headlining a year. Literally, it's like, oh, I can't wait for CM Punk to be a potential champion. Dude, didn't you hear that Cena is going to face The Rock next year?
Yeah.
Nobody had a conversation about you getting pushed, except older adults. Kids wanted to see The Rock and Cena wrestle.
Yeah,
you're not a draw, Punk.
Because the kids never got to see The Rock live without watching like his old Attitude Era stuff, and like the freaking like the parents like they remember The Rock's like, oh hey, The Rock, and they can it's like it's something that people can care about for the whole family. It's like, oh yeah, the kids can like John Cena while the older like the parents can love The Rock. Unless
because The Rock is like the popular football player in high school, while the Punk is like that smart ass faggot that only hangs out with people from the comic book and anime club in high school.
Yeah, who's a know-all, who thinks they're intellectual. I mean, it's like, come on.
I'm sorry, The Rock making fun of the Undertaker, still getting over while making fun of the top guys in the company, while Punk biggest thing that he got over with was just referencing two indie feds in Colt Cabana.
Pretty much.
Breaking the fourth wall, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yes, definitely. I think freaking some chicks are more bigger draws than Punk. I think more people know who the fuck freaking like.
We don't even have to go right now. We can go back to the time where CM Punk was actually in the Summer Punk. Kelly were bigger draws than CM Punk.
Yeah.
Eve Torres.
Yes.
Eve Torres. The Bella Twins still were there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Karma. Fuck.
Well, seriously. And the funny, you know what the funny thing is? I don't know what it is because WWE loves hiring She-Hulks nowadays, but But yeah, freaking talent like Mandy Leon can be stuck in the indies.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a woman that should be on WWE or AEW. Fuck, I'll take either or. Like this, that's a bae. That's a bitch that needs to be on main television immediately.
Zoe Starks transitioning back to her original gender and turning back into a man could be a bigger draw than CM Punk.
Well, possibly. I mean, yeah. Isn't it... What's that guy's name? AEW, the Stark. Was it Joey Starks?
Ricky Starks.
Oh, Ricky. I don't know much about him other than he's like what kind of buff. That's all. I don't watch wrestling. He's
lean. He can talk in the mic. I guess he has a bit of potential. I can see. I guess because there's so many, the roster's so bloated with indie jobbers, he just can't revolt around the show that consistently.
Well, most of AEW is garbage unless you're like Chris Jericho, Brian Cage, and I mean Chris
Darby, because I feel like Darby like gets a bit slept on.
I don't like Darby Allin, but the Darby Allin he kind of draws. Actually, that's the funny thing. He's one of the bigger draws. So I think like he has something to like the fans. I just think he's way too small for me to be taken seriously. Like no, but I understand why he's getting recognition because he looks the way he does and he does like these stunts and that's why he's on Jackass. So he's doing something right. That's why I
forgot there's going to be a new Jackass. Holy shit, yo. I need to go up on that soon.
Is it bad I never watched a single Jackass movie?
Not that bad. It's literally grown men nearly fucking killing themselves, but many people seem to have some childhood with it, so I guess.
I mean, to be fair, I'm a jackass who likes freaking stupid crap that just freaking is over the top. So I think this is probably something I would love.
You'll probably like it because you're already in the YouTube community, so you're gonna get used to it.
Well, not even that. Like a lot of the shit I like is like let's say degenerate, but very raunchy shit, like that South Park movie, freaking Super Bad. Like Beavis and Butthead. Fucking what's that? Oh, shit, I feel like I'm missing something. Shit like that, where it's all degenerate and stuff. Or like old Family Guy, where that was degenerate shit.
Yep. Like we also got Sonic saying that did that crap with Kevin Owens and a few years ago. What crap?
He's talking about the burial when Goldberg beat him. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is another fucker. Like what? The reason why Goldberg gets the hate is because he beats fatties. He beats freaking like bootleg freaking like Santa Claus is over there. And Kevin Oinkins, the Canadian communist, and freaking the Satanist Bray Wyatt. Like, ooh, you beat fat guys. Who fucking cares?
First of all, Kevin Owens was consistently a mid-carder over on Raw, plus lowest ratings over the brand split. And when over on Raw, they were hitting 2.3s, 2.4 in the first half of the year when Roman Reigns was world champion. They were averaging at least 3-point-something million viewers. They hit 1.9 when they hit Raw later when they gave Kevin Owens the world title. When they gave Finn Balor, nobody wants to see a fat jobber lifting people as the world champion. And he still looked like a mid-carder because Jericho was stealing the show.
Exactly. That's why the reason why Kevin Owens' title reign wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I'm not saying it was good, because no, it wasn't. But I'm just saying, like, okay, Jericho made it goofy and like somewhat watchable. Like, literally, if you remember, like, what was that? That freaking the something reviewer. You know, you probably recognize him from that guy who did that video on why Nikki Bella is a better wrestler than Finn Balor.
Oh my god.
Which is true. Like the points were there.
Oh my god. I agree.
But
the rack attack is more over than the coup de grace.
Obviously, because the rack attack's a real finisher. Whether it be like the old version or like the version she would use later on, because her shoulders are getting fucked.
Like, I thought it was just a joke of her. Because I was a kid, I thought it was a joke on her tits. I did not know it meant the torture rack. I did.
I know, funny. But even then, it's just like, fuck. The only way you're gonna get this women stuff over is to get freaking the women, like the hot women. You need like the Mandy Leons or the Tony Storms or something. Or
we're not asking for bra and panty matches to come back, even though they should. But still, we're asking for like, if they want to make a woman legit, you consistently make them legit. If you make them over the top, you make them over the top. And if they're attractive, try to post them over as women that can be considered draws. Stop it with these 5 out of 10s with their work rate being draws.
5 out of 10s is being nice because they're like freaking negative something out of 10, like David Flair or Sasha Skanks or something, or freaking like
Statlander. Fucking is ugly.
Oh, you mean never pull out Alien or freaking like flat pancake Becky Lynch? Like, yuck.
Yeah, Nikki Ashton for the promo.
Oh, goody.
Wait, hold up.
As I said earlier tonight, my confidence has grown and I'm no longer...
Why is she so with a thick fucking accent?
Scottish.
Here's
the thing with Nikki, like Crosshair. She can be decent looking. It's just WWE makes her look ugly. Like, if you've seen some pictures of her outside WWE...
She's not an ugly woman.
Oh, yeah, her especially. Like, I don't even mind the idea of the goth thing. It's just, why is the Ellen DeGeneres cut and all that makeup and the fucking...
Oh, yeah.
And all that muscle working out? It's like, no.
I already know she has a man. Why did WWE always feel like these women have to peg their men?
Well, I mean, David Flair does that with Dolph Ziggler. I mean, Andrade there. I mean, Charlotte does with Andrade. Allegedly, of course.
What's with this Make-A-Wish shit are they trying to make her a superhero or just feel like she was like the forcible underdog? Because usually the underdog gimmick is a bit less over the top and a bit more relatable. Being a weirdo superhero immigrant Scottish bitch that's undersized with a superhero gimmick is not really an underdog. That's already stupid.
They're gonna make this underdog thing again. Just make her have like this freaking the autism gimmick, the special needs gimmick. All those for like who could like or special needs and can't do it. Like, yeah, I know it's fucking like a bit cringy as it sounds, but fuck it.
Having underdogs in the WWE is already overused. They have as much underdogs in WWE as they have black people in the NBA.
Well, to be fair with the black people in the NBA, that's who mostly watches basketball.
That's just boring. I'm boring like that. It has to be like that. And now here comes T-Bar and Mace. Holy shit! Why are they still on with contracts?
Why is trans Black Lives Matter ass freaking retard even a wrestler? Why is like Mace there who looks like
Dominic Dijakovic? He's here.
Okay, Mace looks like what happens if Slipknot were to be like a gay warrior band. T-Bar is just T-Bar is he's just an SJW. Like,
Yeah.
well, let me tell you this. You know,
Mace was like that guy that sung "Alive and Kicking." Fucking
Alive and Kicking. Isn't that
yeah.
that band? Oh yeah,
Non-point.
yeah. He looks like the singer from Nonpoint if he was gay.
Alive and Kicking. You know what? I'll give it a pass because that was with the best wrestling game to ever come out. So I'll give it a pass.
Yeah, okay, the band is whatever, but just still, he looks like the lead singer from that band if they were gay.
It's, fucking sings corn or sings for corn or some shit. That's what Mace looks like.
You know what's funny?
Gay.
You know what's funny? I feel like if you put Mandy Leon back on the main stage at freaking like a big show, she'd probably be a bigger draw than CM Punk because literally a random match with her and Taylor Hendricks got almost 10 million views, bruh.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's already a good step up. If Punk gets at least near 1 million, he's already not that much of a factor. That will prove that's already a factor. We already know how much WWE has already failed to be a factor outside the wrestling world with that whole Rolling Loud bullshit. And they had less of a reaction, like possibly a least favorite son in a birthday party. That is sad.
Apparently, Karrion Kross won their tails.
Yep, he won with a sleeper hold. At least he looked somewhat dominant, even though the match was a bit weak.
I expect freaking people to now say he is buried. All I have to say is
Keith Lee?
Yeah, Keith Lee. I expect it. If they do, wrestling fans, go fuck yourself.
I think people have been saying that Keith Lee was even like overrated over most of the conversation. Because he's fat and his mic skills is literally, I want to fuck you, dude.
Yeah, this is Keith Lee, bro. You know, I'm intellectual. I'm Keith Lee. You see, my intellect is so really high and sophisticated. You see, I'm very sophisticated. I'm so intelligent. I'm Keith Lee. No, you're not.
You just have to ask once if you want a club sandwich, dude.
You just admit, you want a club sandwich? I'll make it in the most intellectual way possible. Basking my glory, because it's not in the basking, because I am limited. Fuck you, Keith Lee.
Your ugly ass boyfriend Mia Yif is still under contract. Why?
She tries to look like a wannabe MILF from time to time. Like, bro, you're still ugly.
I feel like she took surgery on her face, man.
You know what's funny with her? Like, she posted something on Twitter about like acknowledging the haters or something, the people she's blocked and some shit, and like pretty much, I think it was.
Why is that a good look for you?
Just on the lines of like kill yourself. I don't remember what shit because she blocked me because all I remember is that Ringside News reported that. And I was like, oh, I have to report this for the news, there, John.
The ejector got blocked by the shemale
3 times, in fact.
I still don't. I don't like. Look, if you have disagreements or something, just do the Jim Cornette and never talk about it again. Or just shut the fuck up. You're a grown adult.
Or they're gonna talk to them in a reasonable manner. Jimmy Corderas, like, okay, well, we didn't have a disagreement, but he friggin' like, he pretty much responded to me, but he actually was like, okay, yeah, like he pretty much like said fair enough, but he said it was he was talking about this in a different way. It's like, it's cool enough, you know? And he understood like that, and I responded again, like, you know, I blah blah blah. And he was probably like, he pretty much agrees with me, like he understands where I'm coming from. Like, if you're gonna do that, be reasonable, be level headed, like Jimmy Corderas or some shit. And that's a referee.
Of course, if we got Aubrey Edwards, she's just gonna get her testosterone on.
Wait, is that a man or a woman or a drag queen? I do not know what that is.
Woman. She's just a woman with a man's body. Literally,
so a lesbian. Gotcha.
Oh, no, lesbians, they can look actually good while being into other women. No, they can. Some dykes actually look good.
If it's not porn, I doubt that.
Probably. And here's a Mason T-Bar with their fucking promo. And I thought the Ascension were cringe.
At least the Ascension had a cool theme song.
Our dicks are that size and that. They didn't say anything else afterward because they don't have a tag team name.
Fall and pray.
And it's Manscaped. So literally, they just had a jobber match against each other and then to become tag team partner for no reason. You guys are Muslim. You guys must tag team. This is the minuscule. This is like the mediocrity of the tag team division, folks.
So Mustafa Ali and Mansoor are teaming.
Yep. After they just had after their one-on-one match got the lowest ratings on Raw.
You know what they should do? Okay, they should wear turbans and like all that fancy Muslim stuff.
Oh no!
Carry a bunch of bombs and scream when they're about to blow something up. Make it to like a
re-sign Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, but no, this is not serious. This is like a comedy. This is a joke.
Plus, these guys look the same anyway, so
we're having comedic stereotype Muslims. That is good shit, pal. They will scream and all that other Muslim shit or whenever they go around doing their thing.
Yep, pal. Both of you guys look the same. 7-Eleven, Seth Rollins was 7-Eleven. The guy with the umbrella. That's what you look like, pal.
Oh yeah, and the ringleader for the Muslim group is Sami Zayn, and they do like Looney Tunes-esque goofball shit.
Oh no! You see why people are finding WWE more cringe the more they watch consistently? Because every time I look up in reaction videos involving it, it's like, what are more people seeing? They're not seeing top 10 moments from this bullshit. They'd be watching top 10 what the fuck moments with Steve Austin hitting people with chairs. Like, that's every time, and it's like, oh, that's cool, bro. And then they said they watched the product, and guess what? You know how long it took some people to stop watching? 3 months.
Speaking of, I just realized Mustafa Ali, and freaking like T-Girl over there still have a job, but yet bitches like Brandy Lauren get fired. Let that sink in.
Like Chelsea Green as well.
She's kind of a bitch, but even then, you can.
Okay, we're saying this because we fucking hate Matt Cardona.
No, even then, she did some scummy shit with like not crediting a family, like taking their like work or something.
That's kind of gay.
So I'm like, I don't know about you. I mean, yeah, you look nice, despite you have an alien face, but like, it's not a big loss. Plus, she's injury prone, so like, you're gone. But Brandy Lauren, what the fuck? You get rid of her, but yet get rid of jobbers. Whoa.
Wow. We need Bobby Hill here. We need some racial slurs on the stream right now.
Oh my god, is it just because that one time you show up he said the N-word on BWE stream?
Yeah, that was fucking funny. I'm sorry. That got me laughing. You know what else got me laughing? I did watch your Jeff Hardy video.
Oh, what was funny about it? I forgot about it.
It was like, guys, we're talking about the charismatic nigga. I think you didn't know you said nigga, and it was fucking hilarious. I was fucking laughing.
I swear I did not say the N-word. I tried to say enigma, but it's like saying Arnold Schwarzenegger's name and then accidentally saying like that word.
Okay, I don't know how people can abbreviate it that bad, but I heard it before. It was like, what the fuck? How can you say Arnold Schwarzenegger like that? What?
I swear I did not say the N-word. I would not say the N-word on my channel.
Destructor, you are not going to die. I really don't give a shit whoever says it. It's just funny whoever does. That's
I know.
It's like the same thing like getting cheated on. It's you're not going to say sorry for saying it. You're just doing it. You're just apologizing when you get caught.
It's not an apologize. Really I'm just clarifying. I never said that shit. If I can get away with it, like if Scrooge wasn't such an ass, I would say it.
Imagine YouTube actually like polices a black guy for saying the N-word. That would be funny.
Then goodbye, J Rants.
Goodbye, J Rants. Yeah,
goodbye.
You get the death threats and you get your channel deleted.
If I can get away with saying the N-word, I probably would have called freaking some people that allegedly. No, I'm just
okay. We're too much freedom.
Well, only
you already got a list.
Only the shitty wrestlers like Big E or something, if I can get away with it.
Oh, Big E and Max.
Big E is very gay.
They won, and then they're about to. First of all, who gives a shit about these two sex offender demolition jobbers that just lose over roll-ups? They're not even like that consistent on the show. I forgot that. Oh yeah, imagine nobody on the commentary referenced them. The three men in the ring used to be part of Retribution. They don't want to. They don't want to reference Retribution.
Yeah, Retribution. They're gonna do it. Just be a parody of like Caesar's Legion from Fallout New Vegas.
Oh my god!
Oh, that would be awesome.
I mean,
Fallout New Vegas,
with a team that's probably going to have a breakup that nobody's going to react to.
Ray did the underdog story better. Yeah, because he was a fucking midget, and it made sense for him to do that shit. Same with Eddie Guerrero. Well, not Chris Benoit, because Chris Benoit is freaking gay and garbage. Fuck Chris Benoit. But guys like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio made sense because of their size, and they had the it factor to make it where it's like you can get behind them.
Plus, Rey Mysterio is instantly likable.
Exactly. He doesn't need to be a bad guy to get over through his whole career.
He doesn't always have to jammer about his size. And it's like, yeah, I know every Rey Mysterio promo nearly to heart. It's like nice, and especially how the commentator's like, Rey Mysterio has a size, but his heart is bigger than the rest of his will. Or I'm here for my familia. I know that I'm the dog without enough bark to match my bite. But my bite's a lot bigger. I'm not afraid of you, Undertaker.
I mean, look at his promo that he did before facing Roman inside Hell in a Cell. Like that was a good promo, which led into a good match.
A badass.
It was a believable promo. It was like, Dominic, Roman, I'm going to get you for that. After my son, you beat up my son Dominic like that. Like, see, that's believable. That I can get invested for. And
look, because they don't want to try like what WCW failed at, doing intensive, dramatic, over-the-top, reality-based wrestling, but doing it right because they actually have the production. And they failed with the Thunderdome. They failed.
Well, they always fail at everything there, John.
Oh, God. Just knowing just how bad they fucked up with the Thunderdome. It's shown in their viewership. 2 shows where they hit 1.4 in under a year.
Bruh.
That's the worst fucking look. I thought what I heard back in the day when I was a smark when I went back in 2016 to watch wrestling. It's like, oh, okay, this is gonna be great for wrestling. I never heard of New Japan a lot. Then I started watching ROH, and then I got bored quickly, and then I just started back to watching WWE. And then I heard so much bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
And then when I started doing my reviews, sure, I still listened to What Culture, but then it got fucking boring.
Yeah.
It got fucking boring. Every time until AEW came, all I heard was slobbing the knob of New Japan. Nobody like emphasizing on real storytelling and just shit talking about Vince Russo and Vince McMahon. And
because Vince McMahon, oh no, I forgot. I'm not fucking daddy.
Vince McMahon said the N-word.
That's not my job. I'm not here to be fucking goddamn daddy ass. But it's just what the fuck?
Vince McMahon said the N-word, and Vince Russo had miscarriage storylines.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
guess
yeah.
What? I can remember that more than the last couple weeks of Raw.
Pretty much. I remember the worst of Vince Russo way more than like the best of like the best of anything that's going on nowadays. Like what? Yeah, okay. The electric steel cage, good idea and concept, but poor execution. Still more memorable because at least like the match wasn't terrible. It's just it was a bit gimmicky.
Seriously, if you ask people to go back and be like, "Oh, I want to have a laugh," I'd rather watch Lockdown 2007 or Hard Justice 2007 than watch back at fucking Stomping Ground 2019.
I don't even remember anything about that pay-per-view, like other than like a decent match with Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
That was about it. Also, steel cage match with Ziggler that only had with Kofi Kingston and Ziggler that only had one good spot.
I don't even remember that match because it sucked, most likely.
It was boring.
But again, so
Kofi was a boring champion.
Just like Dolph Ziggler is boring. See, that's what you know when you're not a good WWE champion, is like when you're Dolph Ziggler, like feeding for it at some point. Now I know, yeah, McIntyre did it and he did all right, but that Ziggler stuff derailed it and ruined it, started the ruining of it, which is probably why he didn't draw as much. Plus, remember, reason McIntyre's reign looked worse than it is because you had these fucking dumb bitches and Sasha Skanks and friggin' Bailey running around main event to Raw when it was getting 1.5s.
1.5s, 1.6 is main eventing Raw and SmackDown with their boring ass tag team matches with the Kabuki Warriors.
Or Alexa Bliss when she was still looking hot and
Nikki Cross. With Nikki ass cheeks.
With Nikki freaking ice cream face.
I forgot, this is the second week in a row that Keith Lee got squashed.
Hey, I don't give a shit. Keith Lee sucks. They're finally realizing
Keith Lee is just if Mark Henry came out the closet.
And was somehow even more fatter and less talented, because at least Mark Henry had some talent.
I don't know how you can't make a person like that more entertaining. You haven't. Okay, we can tell that he's technically an intelligent speaker. He has good strength and athleticism for a guy his size. Just have him build up a bit over his biceps, build more of a character for himself.
Tell him to
he can be another decent heavyweight in the show.
He needs to work a lot. Number one,
he does.
Get in shape somewhat. Like, at least not asking to be fucking Bobby Lashley,
but fucking Diesel. No one asks you to be slim.
Yeah.
Look like I'm intimidated. Don't look like you're gonna steal my fucking Subway.
Exactly. Number two, go to promo class. You can't cut a promo, but your life depends on it. You're one of the worst mic talkers. I think Sami Zayn's a better promo than Keith Lee. Okay, you're terrible. Number three, get a character and personality. You need a character.
Saying that you're the glorious fat Negro that likes catering. Give me a WWE title, please. That's your character style. That's your character. I can't tell that to a friend. All I'm gonna say is this is a big black guy that can jump off the top rope.
Oh yeah. Also, tone down your athletic garbage.
Thank you.
Leave that for the pay-per-view. Yeah, do it from when it's necessary. Like looking at that pay-per-view match with Dominic freaking in a dress. That one NXT pay-per-view they had where they were like for that North American title. That was like a cool match for them. Probably the only thing freaking Dominic freaking go fuck yourself ever did for good.
Literally. Just 6 foot dudes doing like tope suicidas. It was like unreal. MVP's hyping up Lashley. And because of the Goldberg shit.
Jewberg. We need more Jewberg.
I haven't seen such a big Jew jobber in the WWE since Barry Horowitz.
Oh yeah, pal. Damn it, pal. We need to have Goldberg be? He needs to be our stereotypical Jew there, pal. Damn it,
Lashley,
pal.
just know when you drop the title to Goldberg, I'm gonna what? You're gonna be part of the New Day 2.0 with Shelton and a fucking Cedric Alexander. Oh my god, he came out. You gotta be kidding me. How did I call this? Why the fuck is he trying to look like JTG?
Brooklyn, I'm better than Brooklyn.
Cedric with his another dry heaving fucking promos when he kept jobbing out to Jeff Hardy every week. And now he's trying to look like Xavier Woods.
Who wants to look like Xavier Woods? The only thing he can ever do is freaking do a gay cuck porn thingy with Paige.
That's literally he already dreaded out his hair. He's trying to let it grow. He's trying to speak more intelligently over the mic.
That's not going to work because you're not that smart.
It's not going to work because you're not that over.
That's like Paige trying to be all of a sudden more feminine, just because freaking, just because, even though we don't know that she's this goth bitch.
And it's Shelton Benjamin as well.
Well, Shelton Benjamin.
Members of the Hurt Business, John. We all remember the Hurt Business.
Yeah, an overrated black faction that.
Is that old fucking tights? Why does it say gold standard on it? You're bald, bitch.
And you're ugly. And you're an SJW. SJWs can be gold standards.
You look like a milk dud. All three of you fags except MVP and Centric look like milk duds.
Well, Bobby Lashley looks like a freaking warded up freak show. Sheldon
he's
almost
been a bland dude.
Sheldon almost looks like he's Asian. Cedric Alexander looks like your average ghetto freaking black dude.
He'll call you a coon.
Yeah, and freaking MVP, he's one of those freaking black mobster business dudes that always gets crippled because he's too old.
I actually like the look because at least it looks like he's a professional manager. I don't know what kind of look. I don't know what kind of look Cedric's going for. Shelton's still trying to be like, hey, remember when I used to steal the show and that was literally my character with my mother?
Yeah, because I'm a mama's boy. Okay, what are you, Justin Trudeau?
Remember when Viscera raped everybody?
Remember when Viscera made love to my mom because I'm a fucking loser?
Oh my god. And wait, and now this is just a handicap match? You're just spreading over that your your faction members are all jobbers.
Except for Lashley and MVP.
I mean, I had some praises for the Hurt Business because it's like, okay, this is cool. We can actually have this revolve around Raw, a major heel faction involving black dudes that can actually be taken seriously. That's something I shitted on the New Day because you can never take them seriously. For the Hurt Business.
Plus, SJWs are like that because they're black and stuff. Because SJWs love all these minority shit for some reason.
Because the weirdest thing they always conversate about is like it's another boring white something. Wait, first of all, whenever talks about a character, why the fuck now that you complain about white people being a character for it? You forgot that a majority of white people are in America anyway. I'm black, and even I can understand why. Why you think in fucking anime they mainly have the Japs being part of the story? Because that takes up majority of the setting and who created it. Because they're Japanese.
No shit. It just there's not everyone is California or or New York.
Like if I made my own comic book, I'm not gonna make a random Spanish bloke take up most of my story. I'm gonna make mostly black people because that's the environment that I live in.
Yeah, that'd be like a full hockey team full of black people. That's not gonna happen. No offense.
Be diverse. What about you? Be fucking diverse. No one's stopping you at writing something.
Yeah.
Don't tell people how to make their colors of their characters. That's why Marvel comics are fucking dying.
Well, that's when Marvel is dying, except for like the movies. As much as most people shit on Captain Marvel, that movie grossed over $1 billion something. That's fucking as absurd as that is. It's actually the truth.
Even if they have a transgender on the cast of Captain Marvel, they still were successful. I hate the movie though.
Well, yeah, the movie's garbage. You can say the movie sucks because the writing's terrible, the acting's piss poor, the character is just like this perfect, boring, feminist crap. All the crap which again. No one, it's like I don't understand this crap. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, when it comes to this old female empowerment stuff, that only works if their audience is like leans towards more into that. Something like Gears of War doesn't work like that because nobody gives a shit about Kate, the fucking snooze fest, perfect feminist warrior shit. Because look at the fucking sales; it's dropping like it doesn't work that way.
It's just not going to work, especially if people can already see the narrative already pushing. And especially if you have nothing exceeding other than that the character is a female and you got to deal with it. That's not a good image of how you want to perceive your character to be looked upon on any other fans that actually know who the character was before the movie came out.
Yeah, exactly. But entertainment
and the Hurt Business just got squashed.
Good. Fuck the Hurt Business. They're gee.
Oh, don't pull the Steve.
Who is this? Who's Steve?
Steve. It's a Steve Callinsome channel. We used to make jokes about him being either Canadian, alcoholic, and racist. That used to be the run-on thing. Now, I guess now I got heat for that, even though he never complained to me about that ever.
Gee.
Don't know what the fuck is happening?
Why are you gee? Why is
Why you
wrestling gee?
Why are you gay?
Gee.
Why you gay?
Gee?
It's like when you come out the closet in front of your African family. That's the first question.
Why are you gee?
What are you gay?
What
Do you
was
like
funny?
fucking pee?
The better question is, why are your accents so funny and entertaining?
Well, the show just lost most of the ratings, and Miz is on TV.
Quiet on the set. Go, please turn off the channel.
Quiet on the set. Fuck Alex Riley. Fuck you being
Say it to my face. This fucking sucks. The fucking theme sucks.
Remember his older theme song? It just went I wanted to die. I wanted to die.
I hated his fucking bootleg skillet theme. Say, say it to my face.
Yeah, I'd rather
go
have
get more job ears because we're all so dead.
And love Jesus.
That's
a
one
like
good
thing. Huddle up with the Miz and Styles and Morrison.
That's the only thing I'll give Skillet praise for. At least they're talking about Christ and praising him.
Praising him. That doesn't Other than Slipknot with their ugly used condom mask man. Oh fuck! It's Riddle. Shit. Why?
Great. VWE must be having a fun time.
VWE is not doing his stream. He's committing suicide right now. Riddle's about to do a monkey flip.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. Allegedly, New World Order. Let me go look.
Oh shit! I didn't predict anything, did I?
Shoot.
I'm just making sure.
Okay, let me just.
The fucking birds. That is killing me. Who needs CGI on
what
fucking
is
TV when you have LED? Why? Sorry, that's just fucking annoying. It's like gayest shit I've ever seen on TV. It's like you already have pyro reaction. You have TVs personalizing your entrance. Why the fuck do you need CGI?
Because Matt Riddle is totally a WWE champion there, John.
Bro, like I don't mind the whole laid back bro gimmick. Have already an identity for it. Because either you're a pothead or he's fucking retarded. Finn Balor sucks. He's not going to win the world title. Fuck off. Get this Irish twink out. He's built like the potato famine. Get him away.
Matt Riddle is freaking gee and stupid.
He's gee. Apology for going off like that. It's just, whole CGI shit. I see the CGI sword. I see the CGI skull. I see the CGI New Day gay-ass video game Mario Nintendo shit. Because up, down. Everybody watch up, down. How many subs is up, down has?
Natalia's injured possibly during Raw, apparently.
Good.
That. Hey, you know... No,
what part of if the birds would get over, why didn't they just spread out like fake ass pigeons or some shit around the crowd? I don't get it. What are they proceeding to get with this? Honestly. Just looks fucking stupid. Just doesn't get him over. It looks cornier because we're doing this as a TV effect as well, and it doesn't really shows his identity. So why the fuck are birds coming out of his slippers with pyro?
Ugh, we thought the birds to get him over. Ugh. Yeah, not working there in Triple H.
Monkey knows that doesn't work.
Monkey knows.
Gay ass. Pinocchio.
Triple H, great wrestler, shitty commentator.
Shitty booker.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta be kidding me. Just thinking that any of your NXT jobbers thinking that no way Jose would get over.
I don't know. Like, it's funny. Like, back to that Velvet shit earlier. Like just have it be like a backstage interviewer. It's like, well, tonight here on NWA Power, there, we just have a nice looking interviewer because we like that.
Just let her have simple questions. You know what's the issue what we had back in the day? And I'm not even trying to like quote Mean Gene Okerlund.
What?
But also back in the 90s, there was Jonathan Coachman, Josh Grisham, fucking Kevin Kelly. You know what they played upon the commentary role? Not only as the straight man, but as the foil, something to revolt around the over-the-top nature of the wrestler. Same thing like what Mean Gene did back in the golden era.
Oh yeah, Mean Gene was the best at it. Coach, like, he was good at being like a backstage interview, getting as like the nerdy bully by like getting bullied by The Rock. Like, that was good shit. He did his job well. Even Michael Cole wasn't completely garbage at being a backstage interview. Like, yeah, he looked like a fucking like a nerd, but it's like, oh, he's just that guy that does interviews. He was inoffensive. When it comes to commentary, Michael Cole's a different ball game of garbage.
Literally, I think my first time watching Nitro back when I had the network, literally watched Ric Flair with the most insane way to come out the ring, come out the arena, off a fucking hospital bed with the World Heavyweight title with hot women nurses coming around. Mean Gene going over how crazy that stunt is for the world's heavyweight champion. Just knowing what he's getting himself up for, and just riding with the craziness, and has to foil himself with most of what else was happening in the storyline.
Look at freaking like what was it? Fucking Michael. Like, looking back in the day with Mean Gene Okerlund, who was interviewing like Hulk Hogan and all that, and we all know the greatest moment in backstage interview history, where something dropped and said, "Oh, fuck it," live on TV.
Fuck
there, Joe.
Fuck it.
That's a funny moment.
That's funny. What? Don't spray your pool toys to the crowd, Miz. You fucking fag. Looking like a stepdad.
I don't know what it is with the Miz. He's like gay and like in this freaking like how gay he is. Like, he's gay as a wrestler, but for some reason in real life he's like, a regular conservative person. I'm like, what?
So, Mr. Monday Nights, the Shaman of Sexy, actual cool names for a guy with a good look physique, athletic, looks like a movie star and can have a good match with nearly anybody. And you just fucking up with making him act like the 40-year-old fun dad, faggot character. What is this?
Funny enough that the Miz there, he's get this wife. He has this hot wife, and I'm like, bro, why can't you just be like the conservative right winger? That's your gimmick. That's the only way I can see you getting over, is being the right wing conservative there, John.
Miz misses and needs more nip slips. I think that's how they'll get high ratings. Please.
Yeah.
Just have them near the pool, and have Maurice always come with some leather on.
And be like, little bit for leather, buddy.
Fuck, just knowing, like, this is the extent of format. What are you trying to target on Monday Night Raw? Like, you're trying to please every part of the wrestling fan without pleasing most of the audience. Like, the actual audience.
They don't care about the real wrestling fans, the real ones. They care about the nerds who are the worst people in the world.
And just knowing, like, most of the wrestling fans have declined to, like, just wanting a dream match, or just having a conversation about what's going to happen the next year on this pay-per-view. Like, that's usually the forum that I used to go up to. Like, I know there was a smart fan base and shit like that. But, dude, why are there death threats? Why are guys going over this toxicity over a fake fucking fight? And why? I don't get the extent of this.
Because wrestling fans are gee and they're just freaking sweaty, fat, desperate fucking virgins who are also skinny.
Also, I wonder, like, what wrestling YouTuber is there? Let's see. There's, of course,
Me.
I'm not gonna bury Christian Miracle because at least he has somewhat. Like, I'm not gonna be biased because I'm American. Just
He's what you call Canadian. Oof. Okay, with him, he's not a full blown smart. Like, sure, he probably likes some smarky wrestlers and shit, but he's not a freaking complete like retard. He's not like, oh, work rate match. You know, he knows like he appreciates the character and storylines.
Like,
And
he'll see if a match is too long or some shit. Like, I've seen his videos. I haven't seen when he did Okada and Kenny. He's like, this match is far beyond a 7-star match, but it was still good or something.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I don't agree with him that the match is good, but like he can at least know when the match is too long. And plus, he wasn't stupid enough to like, okay, cross isn't buried just because of one loss. Like he's not like ridiculously dumb. He's not someone like I don't know what culture, for example.
What culture? Look, the only guy that shows I hate how they talk about wrestling matches. How it's like you just saw the exquisiteness of. Nick, are you giving me the critique of a wrestling match or fucking Premier League match? What the fuck is wrong with you?
But we're fucking British. We are excited about this amazing match there, you know.
Simon Miller, a pro wrestler, has like the charisma of a guy proudly being in the friend zone. Most of these guys proudly were in the friend zone.
I'm Simon Miller. I am a cock. I have the charisma of a boy cock. I also look like a penis. I also love metal music like Metallica and like Architects and As I Lay Dying or some shit.
And just the overly conscious like jump cuts. He's like, we'll see how we did right here and how most of the exquisiteness of this match.
I'm like, you're a fucking boring fuck.
Sasuke Uchiha had an amazing 5-star classic. It was way better than Edge and Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, pal. But okay, them? All you need to know about how serious you can take them. They think The Rock versus Roman Reigns is a terrible idea.
Kill yourself.
Enough said. That's all you fucking need to know. What else is important?
What the fuck do you think is gonna draw over enough fans to know that Roman Reigns is a big deal? Have another 5-star classic with Seth Rollins, another guy that they barely know. What are you really that ill-advised on how you think you need a wrestling show to grow?
They don't want it to grow. They want freaking like this SJW garbage. Let's see.
They just want a universe mode. They just want a universe mode.
I have a better idea. I agree. How about every British YouTuber that's a problem with wrestling? So Wrestle Talk, Cultaholic, all those British fags. We all say the fucking same shit. You know, we are very boring and that very charismatic. All of it fucking. That's pretty much that's all the British YouTubers.
Same thing with Pulse. Same thing with Pulse. I don't give a shit about the little girl Japanese wrestling.
Okay, yeah, Pulse is smart, but the difference is Pulse is not like those British YouTubers I mentioned where he talks about like whatever. He mostly does reaction videos and plays like video games or something. Like he's not one critiquing the show. It's just like, oh, I happen to like this.
He does have a podcast.
Oh wow, really? Jeez. I didn't know that. All I know about is that all it's on to do is with reaction videos, play WWE video games, and that's it. Like, yeah, it features Japanese girl bullshit, but it's like, eh.
You can enjoy your little Sailor Moon bitches.
I mean, with him, at least it's not significant enough cancer. I mean, yeah, you can say the same for all the other like fucking gaming YouTubers, like It's My Yard,
Wrestling with Regret.
Well, he's a different breed of cancer. But like, you know, Tubby Emo, Tony Pizza Guy. Yeah, they're all wrestling gamer dorks, but they're not like the problem.
The only wrestling YouTuber that I can tolerate is V Infuso.
Is he even smart? I don't even know.
I
Because
don't think he's technically smart. Like, he'll go, and guess what? He actually, like, varieties his content. He'll go over, like, animated shows like Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I noticed that, like, when I used to watch him, he started doing, like, he did a video, like, shitting on Tim Lambesis as, like, dying or something. He did, he did some fucking, like, movie shit with, like, Shazam. And also, when I was watching his stuff, he was saying, like, how the Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, like, wasn't that bad of a WrestleMania match, or, like, the Brock Lesnar match or something wasn't too bad. So I don't think he's a complete retard. But I don't know how he is nowadays. All I remember is he's just that goofy social injustice warrior with that funny intro.
Oh my god, I forgot he called himself that.
I thought that was funny.
I thought it was funny, but also cringe at the same time. It's like, social injustice warrior. Look at this indie faggot. Look at this fat loser. Oh, god, it was cringe, but also funny. There was also Marky D. He's an Australian YouTuber. I don't know if Elitas has him in his fave 5 or anything, but he's decent. He does primarily TNA content.
Yeah, he's just a TNA guy, so I don't mind him. He's inoffensive.
He knows, like, even in his
same with what's his face, wrestling premiere and wrestling gifts. Not people I would say I would be like, oh my god, great guys, but like they're fine. They're doing their thing.
Average content creators.
They're not like Wrestling with Regret, the British YouTubers, or JD from New York or some shit, or DJ Storms.
They don't do like top 10 fucking G1 climax matches. They'll be like, oh, dude, remember when the Ruthless Aggression era was actually pretty cool? Even when they lost all their star power back in 2004.
Yeah, but the ratings are still doing fine there,
yeah. Powerbomb and a knee strike. Guess what? He goes for the 3, and he's going to overreact to the near fall. Oh, I called it! Fucking this match sucks. Gotta be kidding me the way they make the matches feel less dramatic now. Dude, nothing is on the line. Why would you care if you even get the 3 count?
Yeah.
They're probably going to get a run in with Orton, even though it looks like Orton's already dead.
Fight night.
Fuck your scooter.
Matt Riddle in his scooter. What is this?
Omos is gonna bend it. Oh man.
Oh yeah,
look at that strong Negro. JBL, get out.
It's not a Mexican, don't worry.
And he goes for a Razor's Edge.
Already, I will be back there, Michael. So just keep an eye on the chat or anything there. Ugh.
All right, yeah, all right. All right, everybody. And Morrison picks up the dub with the distraction of almost destroying Riddle's scooter. I want to die. The match was somewhat predictable. It's nearly any other 15-minute high spot bore fest. Average distraction. I thought Orton was going to come in for the weird run-in. To the chagrin of a pop. Because I felt like this match got everybody dead. Styles was trying to beat his ass. Still not enough to knock somebody out. Realistically. Oh, God. Oh, it's a Styles clash, and he's down. He's already down. I'm a Southern guy with black people music. Don't make sense. Still there with a hoodie. Now, security guard. Doesn't fit my character at all. No, they don't want none. Ladies and gentlemen, also shout out to Destructor, many other people, Sonic the Hedgehog, Christian Barrero, Jaron James. I'm going to thank everybody for coming over to the chatty. Always welcome to come in, the same as Destructor right here. No one's limited to have their voices heard. Same thing as send them in. Yeah, been a fun conversation going on. You can join in as well. And there goes Night Jax turning on Reginald. And he just comes with a weird little roll up off his flips to get the win. The 24/7 title. The 24/7 title barely gets any screen time anymore. It's R-Truth. Where's his microphone? Is there a mic already on him? It's gonna be R-Truth versus Reginald for the 24/7 title. Obviously, a match that everybody wants to see. Well, at least I'm not deaf yet.
Don't worry, you probably will be with the if I do like theme songs in that freaking type of ear rape. Kind of like that Ricochet video there, where I go one and only.
Ricochet, no.
Ricochet, the guy who fingered his own booty.
Ricochet, where his literal catchphrase is one in the pink, another in the stick.
Oh man.
Ricochet actually asked for Flex Force to come back so it can have maximum fingering action.
With who else?
Clippers. I'm still kind of upset because over on Adult Swim they canceled the show, The Venture Brothers. And it's sad too because I got more into it. Binged it. It's only 6 seasons. It's actually a good show.
Oh my god. Why is Matt Riddle like? I'm seeing this gif right now. Matt Riddle making fun of the Miz, like,
bro, because he can't walk, bro.
That's not even that great of a joke.
Bro, isn't it funny that he's crippled even though he's a bad guy, bro?
Even though, bro, freaking Matt Riddle is like a retard, bro.
Matt Riddle, I really don't get why he homages like Orton like that, even though he's not dead. He has no general charisma of himself, even though the bro thing technically gets him over. So he needs a more generalizing character. I just wish he stopped. Like, they gotta limit his moveset. They gotta give him a more identifiable moveset.
And give him actual moves. Oh wait, they won't because he's talentless.
They need 2 moves. They need like 6 moves for him. You make him do it several times. You let him beat up some jobbers, and then some top guys. And guess what? You have an identifiable moveset.
Pretty much. But all this guy does is boring kicks, and he can't cut a promo. He has no character. He's one of the gayest wrestlers I have ever heard. Like, I cannot stand Matt Riddle. He's one of the worst wrestlers. I hate him very much. I hate him more than Sasha Banks. Like, he's my third worst, least favorite wrestler. Number 2 and 1 being Kenny Omega and Becky Lynch.
I don't even know why Becky Lynch is still, a female, even though she's technically transgendered.
Even though that thing is technically like a whore, a cunt, a freaking just everything I can't stand. Why they cancel it?
Video games forever.
Well, to be fair, even if it's just Roman Reigns in the cover, that'd be like, well, the game would still suck.
Why they canceled it, I don't know. Probably for morally financial reasons. That's usually most of what you can have for high-end animation, especially that Venture Brothers was airing bi-yearly now. So I guess quality control, even though it was doing pretty well
It's
viewership
the
wise.
it's just I guess they didn't have the money for it. I mean, some shows I like. Unless you're bringing so much money, they have to keep you around. Look at South Park, Family Guy, The Simpsons. They bring in a lot of money, and they're still around. Even though The Simpsons sucks, they're a Family Guy, and South Park takes a dip. They still make the money.
American Dad should fucking dip.
American Dad, I don't think it gets great viewership anymore, but they only keep it around because it's because it's that guy that made Family Guy, so you gotta keep it around for name recognition.
It's Reginald Drip Drip. Oh my god. So it's just a backflipping Negro. It's literally a little Jimmy all grown up. Our truth is that ecstatic.
And not to mention, it's a cuck because he gets his ass kicked by women.
A lot. I love it how they keep emasculating the women. Remember Charlotte when he manhandled that ref out of nowhere?
Oh my god, that was stupid. Like, oh my god, Sasha Banks beating him in a match. Like, dude, intergender wrestling is like the most retarded thing ever.
Masculinity.
Yeah, of course. The lips will say that. The only way you're gonna make that work is if the chicks constantly kick the dudes down on the groin and some shit, you know? And they have to do like anything's necessary to take advantage of it. For God's sakes, look at that stupid Lita and Trish versus Christian Jericho match.
Oh my god.
I mean, it made sense because the chicks were ragdolled and they had to kick the fucking men in the groin and shit. It was believable.
The only sad part is, like, they keep asking for a leading man, yet they don't like masculinity. The irony.
They don't know what they want. I mean, hey, men don't know what they want either.
Yeah, we'll still go for street, some kind of a 4 out of 10 bitch with an average personality, even if the other chick seems to be our type and your type. I don't know. It's just a selfish. It's a selfish personality. Most people have gotten over the last couple of years or decades over this case of how people like interact, and I feel like the internet is really like. The internet really has sacrificed everybody's social interactions just for more connection. A lack of some, to be honest.
Sounds about right.
When you look over on social media, more people are more destined at telling you where they've been than actually doing more of where they've been. And Reginald wins over on Roll Up. Why had to make this a match? Why couldn't you just make this a fucking skit on TV?
Because that requires too much brain power.
And he keeps backflipping away. Yeah, pal, I love it. Reginald, just another athletic Negro.
Kenny Omega ringside is important. Kenny Omega says crossover between WWE and AEW is not impossible.
Charlotte, it seems as though you've taken Nikki ASH's successful cash-in last week very personally.
Sarah, I do take it personal. The only reason Nikki was able to beat me was because Rhea brutally assaulted me.
Rhea brutally assaulted me after the match, and then I got cashed in on.
I mean, bitch, you've been cashed in like by Carmella when you used to look like a woman somewhat. You got cashed in by Bailey when you started to even look more like a woman. Let's see. 2020 didn't count because Asuka won the title, so LOL. And now
Asuka, I already feel bad.
Now you just can cash in by Nikki Cross. Who fucking cares? Here comes her shitty fucking Ric Flair bootleg theme song with like the shitty guitar and like, oh my god, it's garbage.
It's an ASIT in this match. Charlotte Flair, at least she's not main eventing.
No, this is the main event. Come on, it's 10:37 there, John. What can we possibly
Oh
have
my
to...
god, I want to die.
Why are these chicks main eventing all the time? Unless
Get the bare
Goldberg,
minimum reaction. I don't know.
you know, nobody cares about women's wrestling for the most part, unless you're like hot. Again, more people would care about freaking some random local indie match with two hot chicks like Mandy Leon versus, I don't know, Angelina Love or some shit than they'll ever care about for freaking Charlotte Flair's career versus any of these She-Hulks.
Rebuilt engine, smoother controls, better gameplay, and all your favorite WWE superstars and legends. WWE 2K22. It hits different.
Be quiet. That game's gonna suck and fail. How many times do I have to explain this to these assholes?
We have an opportunity to send a message not only to the Raw Women's Champion, but her.
Have you seen any new development for 2K22? I've not been keeping up.
It is Charlotte Flair going one-on-one with the Raw Women's Champion, Nikki ASH, and it is next.
Share that. I can't stop thinking about what could have happened to her.
You want to make pizza night with the family even better? Bam! Get yourself the new Parmesan crusted papadilla. It's like a golden, crispy little fireworks show in your mouth. Get a new Parmesan crusted papadilla for only $7. Papa John's. Twisted Tea is ready for summer, and we're saluting everyone that gets wild.
Brought to you by commercials you're hearing. So Papa John's Pizza. I don't know. What are you all thoughts on it if anyone's watching? For me, I never had it. I have no idea.
All right, guys, no insurance talk on beach day. I'm down.
Yes, please.
Don't get me wrong, I love my RV, but insuring it is such a hassle.
Same with my boat. The insurance bills are through the roof.
I wish I could group my insurance stuff. The house, the car, the RV.
Like a cluster. An insurance cluster.
Yeah, I doubt that exists.
The bundle that saves you money!
There you go.
It's Kofi Kingston.
What's he doing up there?
He never touches the ground when he leaves the ring. Are you getting this? Only. Help me out with those pancakes. On it. Thanks for the assist.
There's 4 lines for $100 a month.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than
This
Claritin.
is...
So trees, you won't take me down. When allergies attack, take Allegra.
Oh, hello there, John.
Greatness.
There's nothing going on in the fans, so ask away any questions and stuff.
Yes, I can.
Get more out of Zero. Now available with protein. All right, listen up. I get paid by the number of people I take out, not by the number of people I bring back.
Just drive the boat, Skippy.
Disney's Jungle Cruise, rated PG-13. See Disney's Jungle Cruise. Applebee's in a movie. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Hello, summer. Eat Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade. Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade. Perfect for summer.
Can I get 10 large fries, please?
I'm gonna need like 10 egg McMuffin sandwich things.
Night or the next morning, you've been loyal. My McDonald's. Now every quarter earns points redeemable for free McDonald's.
Following Monday Night Raw tonight, we invite you to join us on the WWE Network on Peacock for Raw Talk. We will hear from AJ Styles and Omos Raw Tag Team Champions.
Well, we got Bergen Black Michael Cole commenting there, John.
The main event here
Oof.
Alicia Pratt is not here to say the N word or
But no Bobby Hill in sight.
Bobby Hill. Rest in peace.
But Bobby Hill's fine. He's still doing his goofball shit. He's still making his crappy noise music. He even made a song.
Yeah.
He's even made a noise album and had a song named after me. So I've been named after an album by an artist, technically, if you can even call that music. But I'll take it.
And here comes Nikki Ass Cheeks.
What ass cheeks?
None. She has an alright figure. She just looks unattractive. No character, no charisma.
They just make her really ugly when she's
no
like
reason.
decent. When she's decent looking.
No reason.
I don't know.
I don't know what's the fan for Reginald.
Reginald has fans, but yet again, I'd be shocked when Nia Jax has stands. I mean, Nia Snack, sorry.
At least you can't kidnap her.
Yeah, it'd be too fat. Fat! You know what'd be
So
great?
SummerSlam is already a triple threat match, so it's called already.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter there, John. It was David Flair. Freaking what? At least we're not getting Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
But I think the problem is they're gonna have Rhea Ripley regain the title, or they're gonna have Charlotte regain the title for some reason. Have her freaking whatever, and then Becky Lynch is gonna come back at SummerSlam, and then just to ruin the pay-per-view, and then everyone knows I'm not gonna rage. I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna save the rage I have for when it's time.
Time to bury this fucking gremlin-looking jobber.
I feel the rage inside me about Becky Lynch, so I gotta save it.
So this is an opener because that one half of them is two halves of them are already in the tag team match, so they must interact in a one-on-one.
Oh yeah,
This is with the main event. So you have a curtain jerker against Dolph Ziggler.
Oh goody! So we have a freaking music roadie versus David Flair.
Yep.
Dude, look.
I hate him. Let's stop with the women doing jobs. That's already not a big look. I already saw a compilation. Some lady got slapped in the tit.
By who?
Another indie woman. Yeah, they keep it the promotion. Wow. That's not even called Wow. Some other female woman without a draw.
So basically, were they hot chicks slapping each other's boobies, or they were just like average looking chick?
Hey, Tony Storm made an appearance. That's all that I was there for.
Yeah, true. Tony Storm is a lovely piece of eye candy, but she's not really known for her. Oh, fuck you here. She's not known for her chest work. She's known for
She did her ass. She did an ass spot though. That's all that matters to me.
She's known for her booty work.
Yep, worth it.
True.
Seriously, you said Rikishi's going to not be the stink face. Tony Storm's going to do the stink face. All I'm going to say is I need extra lotion.
Oof.
That's
it. difference between Tony Storm and Rikishi is that Tony Storm just runs her butt in your face, where Rikishi just smushes around because he's gross.
That's a 5-star spot.
Oh yeah, Mago.
Tony Storm.
I mean,
Tony
Tony
Storm's
Storm's
have a boring 15-minute match. It's probably going to end in DQ or count out.
But see, with Tony Storm's got amazing work rate there, John. Her work rate is up to par.
How do you expand on work rate? I never got that phrasing. Like literally.
No, not the work rate you think of. The other work rate. If you know on Twitter from Bonafide Heat, you know what I'm talking about there, John.
Oh.
Yeah, now you get it.
I just keep forgetting that we're all human.
Yes, I know.
So we have Nikki Ass Cheeks against Dolph Ziggler.
How about we just get Taylor Hendricks to come out and beat the crap out of them and let her be psycho?
Holy shit. I think they're going to do that gimmick for Taylor again.
I hope she comes back. I mean, she seems like a nice chick, and she's very beautiful. And, she can wrestle. I don't know much about her character and promos. That's why I'm like, all I know is that, okay, that's why, like, all I know is she's hot and, like, okay, sign her. That's all I need to know. It's like that Russian chick there, Natalie Makarov. Like, I don't know much about your character work or anything like that. All I know is you're hot and you can wrestle, so that's good enough, and the nerds will like it. So that's good enough.
I agree. So we're back with Nikki Ass Cheeks against Charlotte, and they keep fucking forearming each other. When did forearming dismissed from punching? It doesn't make it more realistic. It just feels like an unrealistic manner when it comes to close, like hand-to-hand fighting. Like, it doesn't look like a fight. It looks like just UFC bullshit.
Except gay. That's
Yep.
So we have a 5 out of 10 looking chick and a freaking a 0 out of 10 looking chick
That's
going at it.
That's Sue Bird. That's Sue Bird.
That's true. That's true.
Like roll-ups over a one-on-one match where you're the women's champion, and the whole thing is forcing over an underdog over a lower Carter, and none of what she's doing is getting over.
Funny enough, that Nikki Cross segment drew in viewers. They drew in like over 2 million something viewers. I don't know why, but I'm like, that's not bad. Now Nikki Cross,
there was a cash in at the end of Raw,
and plus it came off from a pay-per-view.
What do you expect that had Goldberg and Edge? It was like, oh, I get to see a cash in. Cool. That's about it. People are hyping it over as a good thing. And then you have to see her wrestle and do promos. And I tell, okay, they're going to do bad TV. They're going to do bad TV.
Pretty much. Some random guy following Twitter. At least I know Trap Queen follows this person, so that's a good indicator.
Yay.
Oh God! Don't tell me you're gonna start simping over Trap Queen now.
I don't simp over shit. All I know is I like Trap Queen and I respect this beautiful woman.
You're starting to simp.
I'm not. Stop exposing me, bro.
Good. Duh.
Damn it!
I should have not mentioned her name. Great. Fucking whatever. Moving on there, John. So we have 2 ugly She-Hulks added. Well, 1 ugly She-Hulk and 1.
So they literally drew over nothing with Lashley to excite the fans. They could have just had a actual world title match, or hell, just have Karrion, or Keith Lee or Riddle forced over to the main event, because these are the top guys that you were featuring to be main eventers. Everybody's a mid-carder while the women are in this pedestal when they can't draw. That's fucking gay. That is the dumbest thing. I literally showed this to my mother. I was watching Raw. My mother saw Bianca Belair. You know what she compared her to?
What?
Somebody that was transgendered.
Bruh.
Imagine my own mother looking at... It was like the first time my mother, she didn't want me to watch wrestling. You know why? Because Trish Stratus looked like a porn star. She thought I was looking at something inappropriate for somebody my age back then. And now I'm old enough to watch this kid shit. And my mother is watching and is like, oh, can you not see these transgender bitches on TV, please? It looks unchristian. My mother's taking, these are not women that are sluts. She's looking at two she-males.
Bruh, that's something. I mean, at least when Trish, it was fun. At least she had some talent to her that's not, sex appeal.
It's because I was younger, it was a late night show, and it was looking at hot women. Of course, my mother didn't want to see, but it's also something that is must see. I'm not seeing that. My mother is calling these women she-males.
You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor. Mommy's there.
People, man, they're fucking...
Sometimes.
Man, these people with their dumb comments. Man, I attract dumb people, man, and that's funny to me. I don't know.
And he always jokingly does that. I'm not gonna drag it on.
I think I love Reginald. Sammy, are you gay?
Oh man, he's gay. This match is 15-minute more fest that's not gonna have a clean finish. It's either she's gonna 3 options: roll up, DQ, or count out. Because no finisher and Nikki Ash has is over, and she's not over. This is universe mode. But I think most people have been complaining that Raw has been the same show.
Yeah. Because nobody gives a fuck about it. Get out! Okay, so Reginald's
Tomorrow,
good at flipping.
NXT with a lot of midget jobbers on
And
Sci-Fi.
no hot chicks. With no hot chicks and no talent.
No hot chicks, no star power, no build, no unique stages. What's the reason people are going to watch the show? No one's going to say work rate. No one's going to, whenever you're supposed to show the show, it's like you're supposed to be showing, oh, there's some crazy shit's going to happen nearly every other week. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to pick up and watch the show. You can't say that. You're going to see some superhero Scottish midget and Ric Flair's transgender daughter wrestling at the main event.
That's not going to draw. No wonder why Raw is getting the all-time lower viewership because women are, of course, main event.
Stop. It's like Vince, you should know. Oh, pal, lowest grossing pay-per-view draw.
Vince doesn't give a fuck. This is all Stephanie McNeon because Vince is like
he's just gonna die in a coffin with gold around it. I feel like that's about it.
Vince is like, well, you know what, pal? Stephanie, she's my princess. So I'm gonna give you whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, except for the Bailey shit. Vince
You
actually
got me
likes
erect,
Bailey.
Dad. Oh right, I forgot women can get erect. My penis is getting hard. Wait, Stephanie, what?
Well, her click dick there, John.
Her click dick.
Yes.
Of course, we know Nia Jax is getting her shit slit right now.
Well, you see, Nia Jax is fat. She's just fat.
She's just fat.
Fat!
She just looks like overweight Samoan Wendy Williams. Except, like, women don't even want to watch her.
Yeah, just...
At least Wendy Williams has her own designated fan base. Like, we know women. Like, ugly single mothers want to see Wendy Williams. Only ugly neckbeards want to see Nia Jax.
Pretty much. I mean, she's not like most girls there, Jazz. She's so
Oh,
fat.
because you don't go to the gym. Perfect.
She's not like most girls, not going to the gym and being such a fucking bore fest. She's so fat, ugly, I hope she overeats and gets diabetes.
She's just doing the minimal, like literally a cross body, a roll up, and she's currently dominating against Charlotte. A woman that towers over her with a comeback, and the bare minimum is popping. This is a mid-card fucking match.
And it's main event in Raw.
Main event in Raw.
No!
It's like, remember 1.9? Get back to a 1.6.
Because there's no John Cena tonight.
No John Cena, because it's already know that it's a focus that he's gonna feud with Roman.
And also not to mention, what is it? Goldberg wasn't even on the show, right?
Goldberg wasn't even on the show.
Yeah. So this show is going to get a 1.5. I'm calling it 1.5.
I'm calling it 1.6 and a half. That's about it. They had no perennial flaw in the show. They had no matches that stand out. Have some match stipulations. I don't want to see a contenders match with you wrestling the champion. How is that exciting?
Yeah, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares what like most of this She-Hulk wrestling crap. Like, wait.
Every match has to be 15 minutes.
When you mention your mother there, I'm saying that Bianca Belair looks like a transgender person. Did she also? What did she say about Carmella?
Oh, she thought she had a weird face. She thought she had a horse face.
Bruh, she looks like an alien tranny.
She thought Nia Jax was a man. She thought Natalya was 50.
Bruh.
I'm not even being insulting. I'm literally copying what my mother is saying right now. Because
what did she say about Charlotte?
TV, and Charlotte literally just won over a roll-up pin.
Wow.
She lost to me. This is the fucking main event.
Well, of course.
No, I lost, but I didn't believe. My Make-A-Wish. Fuck. Oh my fuck. I'm disappearing. I want to die. Well, that was Raw. That was Raw. Like the minuscule build-up for a match that's not even going to main event.
Yeah. I mean, come on. They don't main event pay-per-views. Why are you making the main event fucking like for the show?
I don't get it.
Nobody cares. I bet Mick Foley's loving this idea of being the women main event.
Women should have main event. Nikki Ash is over. I feel personally like you don't have any right to talk about limiting chair shots.
Yeah.
You took fucking 10 and traumatized your child.
Yeah, I was going to say. He was saying, "Oh, that's too many chair shots." What did you do with the Why Quit match of the Rumble there?
And that was a get yourself over, faggot. What's wrong with you?
You already were over by that point. After that Undertaker match, that would solidify you. Like that, I even remember that freaking, because this was true, because that Hell in a Cell match, it got him over. That's what made my dad actually become a fan and respect Mick Foley, because he didn't like him that much before because lol Undertaker shit. But after that, it's like, okay, this guy's cool. Like that Cell match was what got Mick Foley over to the mainstream, which is probably why he ever even got close to winning 3 WWE championships that all lasted like a combination of like barely over 70 days.
And now all these sellout Hall of Famers, their gatekeeping actually made watching wrestling fun.
Well, yeah, but The Rock doesn't care because he's a hot actor. Stone Cold has gotten full cuck mode. Mick Foley, I don't know what, he's just SJW it. Batista,
John Cena's not a Chad for China.
John Cena is just a China puppet. Freaking Batista's
gay now.
Batista's a leftist. Who else fucking is a sellout?
Wait, Batista's a leftist? Fuck.
That's what
okay.
He's very anti-Trump. He posts anything left-wing related. You should see his Twitter. It's fucking gee.
Destructor, don't let me get rid of my Jack specific figure. I still own Batista figures, dude.
No, here's the thing.
Please.
Don't look at like the person. Don't look at the person to make him ruin like your nostalgia for him as like a wrestler. The person sucked, but the wrestler is good. That's why I'm not mad about the Cena commie shit. Yeah, it was cringe, but it's not the end of the world. But fuck fuck Matt Riddle.
Fuck Matt Riddle for that type of shit. Thanks for coming in, Destructor, and I hope everybody here enjoyed the rest of the watch along. Of course, anybody around the chatty, shout out to them, especially CR21. Good to see Chidori back. It's been a while. Cinnamon, and any of you guys that had some well done stuff to say around the chatty. Enjoyed everybody coming here, and thanks for watching. That's it for me. DST, and I'm out. God, Raw sucked.